Hello, you guys. I'm back. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to start getting notifications because I actually came on like 7 minutes early. I came on like 7 minutes early. So I'm going to give you all the opportunity to start getting your notifications and coming into the chat. I hope that you guys are doing okay tonight rather. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to wait for everybody else to start coming in. I only see two people. But the two people that's in here, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I kind of want to pick up on where I left off today. Well, I might, just start over a little bit, because I only have like, I can't be on for 3 hours. Hey, Miss Edith, I can't be on for like 3 or 4 hours. I always say that, but tonight, I think the most I can give is like an hour and a half because I definitely got to be up early. Hello, Miss Edith. How is everybody doing? I came on early, so I don't know if the notifications have been sent out that I am live, but I definitely started up early. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to wait for other people to start coming into the room for them to start getting the notifications because I know YouTube sometimes is really jacked up about sending out the notifications. People don't really get them or they send them out late. Okay. So I wanted to get back into what I had kind of started on today. Um Pinched nerve. Oh, I'm sorry. Um on what I had really started on today, and that is talking about did Soldier Boy, Jojo, Splatt, and CEO Bobby know anything about what was going to happen to young Dolph? Okay. That's kind of what I want to get into. Hey, rest in peace, young Dolph. Joy loves God. I was trying to give everybody the opportunity to come back in because I know that they are slow about sending those notifications. Because you know what? I'm just getting a notification in my phone right now. It's just telling me that they're sending out notifications right now. So I mean, it's just they're just sending a lot of them out. So hey, Joy loves God. Hey, rest in peace, young Dolph. I'm doing good. I wanted to finish what we was talking about earlier. As I said, I like to go back to the very beginning, right? Okay, because oftentimes in a case like this, where you have a lot of stuff that is thrown out there, it is easy to forget what happened in the very beginning. And oftentimes when you go back to the beginning, you're able to find a lot of jewels. There's a lot of stuff there. You realize that what you really, kind of needed or want, it was just kind of there all the time. If you listen to Chief Davis, and that's the police chief, the Memphis police chief, she said, "We are fast moving," okay? Which means that they was getting good information real like 40 going north. They was getting new developments constantly, okay? I think I had said some months back, and it must have been about 3 or 4 months back that someone has said to me that we have not ran into a dead end yet. Okay. So when I found that video, because that particular video that I was showing to Chief Davis, I had actually missed, and when she said, we're fast moving, um, we've had witnesses from the very start, it made me think about what I was told some months back. I haven't ran into a dead end yet. So, um, yeah, rest in peace, Young Dolph. It's 188,000, I believe, unless it has been paid. Let me pull that up. I want to pull that up right quick. I want to talk about him right quick. Yeah, excuse my cough. I think I had gotten into earlier that with him, he's 19 years old. He's still a child. Of course, he's an adult, young adult, and he has to be held accountable for whatever he does. But at the same time, I think I always express my disdain about how I feel like, a lot of these um Levicius Wesley, that's his name. About how a lot of these people, could be more responsible, especially some of these OGs that you know, they could be more responsible. And they're not. And they'll say, well, I don't know him. And we already know when they say that, that's a lie. Hold on. I had wanted to talk about him earlier, and I didn't get the opportunity to. This is what I wanted to show you all. He's on the third floor. Okay. He's on the third floor. His brother is on a murder charge. Okay. Jojo Splatt has been moved to the third floor now. He has a very high bond. He's not in there for a murder charge or anything like that, but it could be that the jail is kind of overcrowded. I think it is a little overcrowded. I just kind of find, the third floor to be a little suspicious. Okay. Just a little bit, because with his bond, practice in the past has been to put him on the fourth floor. Okay. And even when I talked to somebody today, they were saying they were shocked that he was put on that floor because with it being a little crowded, that was not the third floor was not the overflow floor. Okay. He would have she should have basically, remained down there where he was, because that's kind of like the overflow. Not the Terror. He said the Terror. Jojo got 180K bond. Oh, let me look at that bond because it was 188, but that's basically the same thing. Let me see. Yeah, it's still $188,000. So I was kind of watching. Hey, Miss Shada or Sade. I've been watching. I've been paying close attention to the floor that they put him on. I was told that the third floor is not the overflow floor, because he has a fourth floor. With the amount of his bond, he has a fourth floor bond. You know what I mean? With he's high risk. When you have bonds that high, you're really a high risk, in which they put you right on the fourth floor. So, like I said, I did get some information today, and they said, well, the third floor is not the overflow floor. I don't know why he's on the third floor. I don't know, but I guess that's something I'm gonna watch that a little bit. And but I think from the very start, I've always kind of had questions, or just kind of had my suspicions, and it's not based on anything other than what they put into the atmosphere, right? Right. It was based on what they put into the atmosphere, and I think I was kind of showing that earlier. Let me see if I can show you all that. Where when young Dolph was murdered, he was trolled. Why people have become so insensitive and sick, whereas they feel like they can get online regardless to who they are, who they think they are, and just troll somebody. Hold on for a second, you guys. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Um, because a lot of times when I see stuff, I cannot find it anymore. Let me see. I absolutely do not see it anymore. I might have to go back to my video um, because I got it. Of course, y'all know what I was showing y'all earlier. Hey, Justin. I was showing y'all earlier about, here's the thing. So, a lot of people say Soulja Boy trolls, right? They kind of give him a pass because they say he trolls and nobody really necessarily takes him seriously. And that could be like a double-edged sword sometimes, especially when a person has as much money as Soulja Boy. And he probably feels a certain way because if you listen to him, he's always saying, people always think I'm playing. I'm official. I'm official. He wants for everyone to know that he is official. Okay. Okay. He wants everyone to know that he is official. Terror down fourth floor per the old heads from the hood. Okay. The fourth floor is a floor that all of the high buns go on, but now they don't be wanting to be up there. If they scary, they don't want to go to the fourth floor, period. Okay. And so he he always wanted, to kind of be official. To me, it didn't make any sense about he and Young Dolph's beef. It did not make a lot of sense because I don't even think his beef started with Young Dolph. I think he kind of pulled Young Dolph in. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Who did that beef with Soulja Boy start with? I don't think it started with Young Dolph. I think it started in his camp, but I don't think it started with him. I absolutely don't believe that it started with him at all. I think Soulja Boy was beefing with somebody, and I don't necessarily think it was Key Glock. It was somebody else. He was mad that someone tagged. Oh, so it was Key Glock. Okay, so he was mad that Key Glock had tagged him. You know, um, and it was nothing that I don't think that Key Glock was disrespecting him. He was mad because Key Glock tagged him into something. He got mad. Key Glock was the first rapper to get a 3D billboard. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, and so y'all have to understand. A lot of these folks, I don't know if they knew how Dolph, because you hear Dolph's artists say that he was really good to them, really good about helping them to get money and stuff. He was independent, so they would have gotten a lot of money. I think that's where a lot of the jealousy came from. I think they felt like the strategic plan was to get Young Dolph out of here because they felt like, that would also handicap his artist. Okay. If you look at an interview Key Glock did one time, he was like, I think they just kind of like to count my money. He said, I'd like to count my money. They don't know how much money I get. He said, I think he said, they say, well, you worth about what, $2 or $3 million. Am I right? He said about 10 million. Okay. So if you listen to Dolph, he was about getting money. Dolph had a lot of money. When he was sitting up saying he did features for Moneybag and he didn't want no money. He said, I don't need no money. I didn't want no money. He just wanted to help him. Okay. He just wanted to get on it, help him. Okay. A person like that is not greedy. Of course, it makes them happy, especially when they've accomplished a lot of what they want to accomplish. It makes them happy to see other people accomplish stuff. I was looking at Young Dolph when he was on stage, okay? And when his artists would come out, I would see how his eyes would light up. It seemed like to me it made him happy to see his artists come out and get they shine, okay? Because this is a young man that had worked hard, got it out the mud, amassed a lot of wealth, and now it was sitting back, it was making him happy to see other young men, other people who wanted it just like he did, wanted to work hard to make their dreams come true, and I think with Young Dolph, when he talked about he learned the recipe and he seemed to be protective over his artists because if you look at some of his posts, he would say, my artists are out here having their way. Okay. He would say that my artist is out here having their way. you know, making good money. Okay, because that's what he wanted. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I think that is unfortunate, because I think the way that he was doing it would be the right way, right? Especially if you're gonna be the artist, if you're gonna be out there, um, doing the hard work. It's a lot of hard work to keep the attention of an audience, the pressure of constantly trying to put out records that's going to keep the attention of the public. And also, if you are kind of popping, getting tour dates going from city to city, I mean, why not? I feel like the talent should make a lot of money, but unfortunately you have a lot of record labels that feel like, they should make all the money. They should give the artists a big amount of, um what is it called, the loan, advance money. Okay, and make it seem like that they are really winning. Okay, they want to make it seem like they're winning even if they are not winning. Okay, and for some reason, because fame is a drug, a lot of these younger people fall for that. Unfortunately, if they stay in the game long enough, they keep the attention of the public long enough. Of course, they start to get some money later on, but they've drained themselves out. So I think the way that Young Dolph was doing it was the right way. I truly believe, even with people getting mad at me, I'm talking about some of these artists. Even if they get mad at me if they feel like I'm slanted one way, I still say that Young Dolph was doing it the right way, because, and the way that he was teaching his artists being independent, because I'm saying I truly believe, I don't like to see these artists be slaves. And that's what a lot of these record heads, that's what they're doing. They are making them into slaves, and they're kind of, you know, they're kind of, making it look good because they're giving them jewelry. They kind of giving them a pacifier, with jewelry, with they give them a car, and a lot of times the cars are leased, or it's in the record label's name. They might give them a house, and they don't even own it, but they definitely paying for it. It's owned by the record company oftentimes, so not teaching them much. Okay, so with Soulja Boy, right? Soulja Boy, I just looking at him, it seems to me that he wanted a lot of street credibility, because people say that he's trolling. He's trolling. I think that people kind of give him too much, uh, don't give him enough credit. I'll say that. They don't give him enough credit, because when I believe what people say, if they tell me, if somebody say to me, I'm going to kill you, I believe them, and I'm going to gird up and make sure that I am protected and watchful. I think oftentimes we don't give people enough credit. The boy constantly sitting up talking about, I don't play. The last person that, played with me, I shot him. He sit up and say, I'm going to put a bag on your head, because for some reason, it appears to me he wants to, I guess because he feels like people just, remember him as that Soulja Boy, watch me. My kids loved his music. Okay. They loved his dancing at that time, because he was during their era. Okay. So he feels like he's not getting enough credit, or he doesn't have that street credibility. He willing to do anything. He like Moneybag Yo was saying, I got the money. I'm willing to play. It's a damn shame these niggas don't get me started now, because y'all know I might need to stay away from that, because it's, y'all know how I started getting when I started talking about how they started getting all this money, and instead of living their best life, they feel like their money is to incite fear into the same damn community that helped them to get the money by putting bags on top of folks' head. Y'all know we can't support people like that. Just to keep it light, we cannot support people like that, right? And so that's why you always see him. And I'm serious. People already know. I was looking at some stuff on social media. They were saying when Soulja Boy start, talking about he got some money, he's found a way with this Young Dolph situation. They see that these folks ain't playing with them. So now they've started, they've gotten either quiet completely, and they made some of them other clowns around them shut up. Okay. Or they have started trying to say what they want to say in another way because they know people watching them. So somebody was saying, I believe it might have been Sauce Soldier Boy, and it was some more people too. I think because I saw it on South Show, because he kind of I had he knows when Soldier Boy is he'll say when Soldier Boy is trolling again, there's something getting ready to happen, and sure enough, it be something that happened. I'm telling you, it do. I just don't see how a person can be coherent. That I was up early one morning because I had to go out on a case, and I just happened to get on. I was sitting on my couch I just happened to get on Instagram and he was up. And I know that was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not, he was up. And I know California time is about 2 or 3 hours behind. He was up with a damn cup in his hand. He was fully dressed with a damn cup in his hand. I said, Lord have mercy. He keeps that cup in his hand. So, I just don't. I just kind of think the brain is gonna fry out if it ain't already scrambled eggs. Okay, so I want to show y'all something else. Let me see. Let me find it. Um, I think I was showing y'all that where he was. What I have to do is I have to go to. Um, I think this is it. Let me see, guys. I think this is it right here. Um, okay, here it is right here. Let me see. They're saying that this has something to do. But let me share it on the screen.
Man, young dog, you don't get your bitch ass artist out my motherfucking DM, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Nigga thought he was bulletproof till he got shot like Dolph, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Ain't you the nigga getting shot at 100 times? Ain't you the nigga getting popped and shot all the time, nigga? Nigga, y'all bitch ass nigga better get out my DM, nigga. Fuck Paper Route, nigga. Fuck Key Glock, fuck Young Dog, fuck all y'all niggas.
Okay, so what's weird to me is it was not Young Dolph that he had the problem with, but he made it Young Dolph's problem. So he was mad at, I guess he was mad at Key Glock. And I don't see anything bad that Key Glock did to Soulja Boy. It seems to me there might have been a way of him showing him, look, I'm just like you, because I've heard Dolph rap and he said, and he's, kind of put Soulja Boy in his song. But when these dudes be on something else, I'm telling you, they be on something else. But he said because he was mad at one of Young Dolph's artists, he pulled Young Dolph into it. Yeah, they said about some yellow cars, child. And then he completely disrespected Young Dolph and talked about how he had been shot at 100 times and all of that. See, that's why I kind of like to go back to the beginning, because a lot of this was like, I know when he put the money on top of his head, it was like a week, right? Before that situation happened with Young Dolph. And I know I might be moving kind of fast, but we can't be on here all night tonight. Y'all know how we do it. So I want to go to something else right quick. And I want to show y'all it's an old video that I did, and I just kind of want to bring it back to you all's remembrance. If I could find it. It's like when I'm looking for something, I can never find it when I'm looking for it, but I'm gonna find it. Y'all just bear right with me. Um Hold on, y'all. I found it earlier, but I can't find it now. I hate when I can't find something. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm getting close to it. Because I mess around and go right past it. Okay, here it is. I got it. Let me go back to it. If it'll show.
See what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga. I don't copy no niggas. I do it.
Okay, let's go back. Okay. Sending love from Las Vegas. Thank you, Princess B. I appreciate that so much. Y'all make sure y'all hit the. Somebody want me to pull it up again. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up for those people that are just coming. And this was like 2 months ago. Just one more time.
Whole lot of this shit.
Hold on.
Nigga rhyme with him and fuck anybody. What you want to do, nigga? Let me know where you at. They said you a Glock ass. Fuck that nigga. I ain't no fan of no rapper, nigga.
They just asked him if he was a fan of the
Nigga, I been paying my
Glock.
cards, y'all. Nigga, fuck that nigga and fuck any nigga rhyme with him and fuck anybody. What you want to do, nigga? Let me know where you at, nigga. Don't get me on here beefing, man. I don't want to beef, bro. I'm trying to flex and show my cards. All you fans talking about Key Glock or whoever, whatever, fuck that nigga and fuck all that. I don't want to talk about that. You see what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga. I don't copy no niggas. I do what I want to do, bitch. I been paying my cards, y'all. Fuck a nigga. If it ain't about no gun play, don't play with me, bro. I'm trying to get nigga ass gone.
You heard
But
what
like
he said?
Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started, bro. I ain't trying to do no get a nigga ass gone, bro. Oh God, y'all niggas ain't learned. Y'all ain't learned your lesson yet, bro. Don't start me back up, bro. My mama. That's why I hate you little pussy ass fans, bro. Don't even be these niggas. It be the fans. Fuck that nigga, bro. I paint my cars, whatever I want to paint them, bro. Fuck that nigga. Oh God. But like I said, man, we having a whole lot of motion, man.
See there? Y'all see that? He said he just trying to get him gone. Y'all ain't learned from the first time? Did he just Okay. So y'all heard that right. I listen to what people say. And it wasn't even Key Glock. So he goes in on Key Glock because it was probably a troll or something that get on his live, and you see how his face it really irritated him to the third degree for them to bring Key Glock up. And then I listen to what people say. I'm just trying to get a nigga ass gone. Didn't y'all learn from the first time? That's what he said. Didn't y'all learn from the first time? So that's why I say, y'all, we stuff like that, you can't look over. I just don't understand how, if somebody get into their emotions like that, normally when people are in their emotions like that, a lot of stuff come out. I watch people closely when they real emotional, because some gonna come out a nugget, okay? And fortunately, some came out. I would look at that as being a nugget. Do I believe that he was out there that day? I don't believe he was out there. But of course he's made it clear that he don't have to be nowhere. He just put a bag on top of somebody's head. Okay? Like I was saying, they say when I was reading on social media, because now he's, even though that lean frying it done fried their brain some. Okay? He done found another way to put it. I got some money. He'll put it all on the table. I got some money. Who need a deal? He kind of put y'all. If y'all listen to him, he tells everything. I need somebody that's serious, that want to make this money. I'm giving somebody a deal, and he put the money on the table. They say he was into it with somebody. So because he might know, he ain't dumb now. I don't. He ain't dumb. He's amassed a lot of wealth for himself, so he ain't dumb by a long shot. That lean or whatever else he on might alter his thinking a little bit, but he ain't dumb by a long shot. And I'm not saying that this is true. I'm just saying it would be hard for me to believe that he has not been paid a couple visits. Okay, by the Alphabet Boys. If you told me, that they haven't, I would not believe it. Okay, because this young man right here, it kind of started with him, that situation, because you put a bag on top of somebody's head, and then a week later they gone, and then you get mad because a fan say you trying to be like Key Glock and say I'm trying to get a nigga ass gone. So I guess he was talking about Key Glock, and it was not even Key Glock that was on this damn live. So I don't know what kind of, it seems to me he got some kind of built up hate for Dolph and Key Glock. Dolph had not even said nothing to him, because he went all into, in the beginning, before Dolph was taken out of here, Dolph tried to say, see, the situation was between him and Key Glock, and that wasn't even nothing, because he even said himself, Key Glock tried to wave the white flag and was in his, because I don't think Key Glock even meant no harm. And why somebody gonna say, she always taking up for Key Glock? Yeah, I do that because, that's what grown women do. If you don't like me taking up for Key Glock, click off of my live. Okay? Because that's what I do over here. I'm going to take up for Key Glock. Okay? So I don't think that Key Glock meant any harm. Okay? I just don't think that he did, because he also said in another live when he was on that bus, okay, when he was putting that bag on his head, talking about he gonna come into my messenger and said, I know you gonna invite me to your party. I act like I didn't see it. So that means he had an issue, because you gonna hate somebody just because they say I got a billboard with yellow cars. That's a person, as much money as Soulja Boy has made. They say he a real nice person when he ain't up there with the birds. When he ain't up there with the birds. But he keep a cup in his hand, so we know that ain't often. All right. So it appears to me that every time he on live, he got a cup in his hand. And I don't know what's all in that cup or what he done had before we see him. But he seems to put a lot of stuff into the atmosphere. Okay. When he set that money on the table about a month ago, they say he was mad at somebody. He was trying to line somebody else up. But see, that's how I know the Alphabet Boys have probably paid him a visit, because he's scared to put some damn money on top of his head. Okay. And he do it in another way when he do it now. You have to watch people. Okay. So he ain't dumb. But if he was involved in this young Dolph situation, that's all I'm saying. He ain't gonna get away with it. That's all I'm saying. It ain't no way possible. It ain't no way possible for anybody that was involved in young Dolph's demise, especially in his murder. They couldn't possibly get away with it. That's why I don't worry about it. If y'all notice, I be kind of, calm, cool, and collected A lot of people have an urgency. I don't, because I know that a lot of it takes time, and it ain't no way for them to get away with it. It's just, it ain't gonna happen. While they're really effing with the notifications. Yes. That's sad, ain't it? Hakia. Um JP3 says hog ties, Dusttown, 5, my nigga. So y'all know I don't be knowing those for. He says Soulja need to JPN CMF, female looking, acting a nigga. Soulja already look up to Gotti. That's why he hate Dolph. And that's what I'm talking about. These dudes are grown men. Soulja Boy ought to be in his 30s by now here. So he looked like a damn fool, taking on secondhand beef, because even though Key Glock did not say anything to him, he just tagged him into his 3D billboard showing that he had yellow cars. Was all of that cause for to put a bag on top of somebody's head? And it was not even Dolph that did it. He pulled Dolph into it. So they was always after Dolph. It was any reason to go after Dolph. He made sure he brought up the that I guess his friends, because we see who he was hanging out with, had allegedly, and I'll just say his friends had tried a couple times. He said that to take him out. He said that in that bus. He ain't got his lick back from that. Okay. And the reason this is so interesting to me, you guys, I can't understand how Soulja Boy has a really big fan base. Okay. He's amassed a lot of wealth for himself. And what I can't understand is, out of all the people, because now there is a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but there is a rumor. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. You verify this for me, because I did hear this on somebody's live or something, or it was on reading. I was reading or something a while ago when this first happened, that they said that Soulja Boy was walking around in North Memphis with some people, and they was trying to, they say he was with somebody, that was escorting him around. They had given him a pass. I don't know if that's true. That's allegedly. That's just something I read, because I don't hang in North Memphis, so I wouldn't know if that's true or not. Soulja Boy already look up to Gotti. That's why he hate dog. He was saying my dog wasn't independent, and he argued with 5 OVS Damon Cars. Okay. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Main. Okay, main. Nah, he never gonna do that. Yep, T, that's true. Okay, so that's true. So who was he escorted by? Rest in peace, Young Dolph. He was alleged, So he did do that. He was out there with Gotti people. That's what I heard. Okay. So, let's see, JP3. Yeah. So that's what I heard. So anyway, he was in North Memphis, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. What kind of sealed it, or my suspicions on that, and I'll just say my suspicions, is when I saw him, and they have scrubbed it. I think there are a few vloggers that's got that live with Soulja Boy jumping on Jojo Splatt and CEO Bobby's live. I've seen it, but it has since been scrubbed. And I think the only people that's got it is some vloggers, and I ain't gonna get no strike trying to pull it up. It blew my mind. I could not understand how a famous rapper that has as many followers as Soulja Boy, when Soulja Boy get on his live, immediately his lives go up, because still a lot of younger kids. He got a really big white fan base too, Caucasian fan base. So his live immediately goes up. Now, nobody had ever heard of CEO Bobby and Jojo Splatt. Their claim to fame was trolling Young Dolph's death. So I say they're infamous. What I couldn't understand was how in the hell did Soulja Boy end up on their live? Why ain't nobody looking into that? Why? I never hear people talk about that. The only thing I hear people say is Soulja Boy troll. This man tells you I'll put a damn bag on your head because I got something to prove. In other words, I'm just trying to get a nigga gone, get at his emotions, and say, didn't y'all learn last time? Incriminates himself. I saw him when he shortly after that because he was on that lean. He said too much. He started trying to do damage control. That's why he got on Sauce's live. I really believe that. Trying to clean it up when because he was talking with some sense. He was a little sober. Okay, the man has told you what he'll do. When a person say that they'll put a bag on your head, if they got the money, I ain't gonna say that they won't. So I think that's kind of where people go wrong when they underestimate him. And I'm not saying that he had anything to do with it, but I it just appeared that something ain't right there. Okay, it's a lot of people that feels like that there's nothing there as it relates to him. Okay, there's a lot of people that feel that. I feel like there is something there as it relates to that. I don't know what all it is, but it's not factual. It's just very suspicious. Okay, because out of all of the people in Memphis, you jump on a live with two young men that nobody ever even heard of other than their claim to fame in trolling Young Dolph. You jump on their live and one of them say that they needed some more money or something. Okay? Rest in peace, Young Dolph says people feel like nothing there with him because when Fizzle them hit him up, he was shook. He did later after he was taken off of the tour. I do have to say this. When he was off of the tour, okay? So he was put off of a tour. They was touring, and because people was kind of in an uproar about Young Dolph's murder and all of that, it sounded like to me he sort of kind of tried to clear himself thin. He was like, "What happened to Young Dolph ain't got else to do with me." It was almost like he was in a way trying to clear himself thin. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, stuff like that is very, very suspicious. And out of all the people that be wanting to get on Soulja Boy's live, or that will want him to get on their live, why he go get on CEO Bobby and Jojo Splatt live? Hey, B Dog, why he go get on their live? To me that was kind of strange. That was really just kind of strange to me. Okay, so that's why I say, did they know that Dolph was going to be lined up? Because if you look at the video that I was showing earlier of Jojo Splatt and them, they was just really just giggling and laughing when people was asking them about Dolph. No, we don't know nothing about that. Hey, just laughing like Morris Day, just silly. Okay. But they got on there and pretty much gave out a lot in the very beginning, and I think in the end, when not in the end, but probably around December, when you started seeing Jojo Splash shaking, unfortunately, and things of that nature, I was like, that just kind of touched me a little bit because I know he's a child. The boy had just turned 19. He's still a damn child. OGs that like to pay these dudes to go and do your dirty work, they still kids. Care about somebody else's kids other than your damn own. Okay? So A lot of these people, and I guess I'm gonna move away from the subject a little bit because I just gotta insert this in. You know, a lot of people don't give a damn about nobody but themselves. And they'll go and ruin somebody else's child, and they'll disguise as, well, I gotta feed my family, putting a bag on somebody's head just because you jealous of them, or they piss you off, or you feel like they dish you. Ain't feeding your damn family. That's destroying your damn community. The same community, and I say it until I'm blue in the face, they help to put money in your pocket. I don't give a damn about the feds busting them up and draining them dry and putting their goddamn asses in jail. I don't have no issues with it at all. I know a lot of people say, well, you ain't supposed to see that for the black man, want that for the black man's this. I don't give a damn about no black man that's destroying his damn community. Okay, I'll fight all day for those that are not destroying their community. Okay, those that are productive in their community and understand what their position is, and that is uh to protect and to provide for their women and their children, not somebody who gets some money. They work hard to get power so that they can incite fear. So a lot of these organizations that's getting ready to fall, it's been long overdue any damn way. It's a damn shame that they cannot go and make their money. I ain't got no issues. You hear people say, and I'm not saying that it's right. Well, such and such, he a rapper, but he still be out there selling weed. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If that man out there selling weed, that's between him and the damn police, as long as he ain't out there putting hits on people. Okay? He ain't out there raping and killing and all of that. Let him sell his weed. Tell him to go get a dispensary and make it legal. The government will let him sell it if he pays some taxes on it. Make it legal. Teach him how to make it legal. Hell, get him off the street. But these ones that called him, I got it out the mud. Nigga, you putting bags on top of folks' head. These folks help to line this boy up. Okay? And they mad because they know that there are going to be some repercussions behind it. Okay? And so some of them are, whoever it is, I'm just saying, whoever it is, probably looking funny because they know somebody got to, I was listening to a video that Boosie did today. He was talking about, and I guess this is how they think. My mind is not wrapped around how a lot of these street dudes think when they gutter street dudes. You don't snitch, you don't tell. Some get away, some. What Boosie say? He says some get by, some don't. If you in there for something you didn't do, you lay down, you take it and talk to God. So I think some of these folks are realizing that they didn't get away. They ain't get away. Everybody was not in agreement with what happened to Dolph. That's the reason why they got on damn witnesses. Okay? And informants. What Chief David say? It's fast moving. We got so much information coming in, it's fast moving. What I tell y'all, my friend said about 3 or 4 months ago, baby, I ain't ran into a dead end yet. Okay? So it's fast moving. But believe it or not, more people want justice than not want justice. Okay? But true justice takes time. I always say this, and I'll continue to say it. I don't want a microwave justice for Dolph because I want the root of the tree dug up because it represents something bigger. And I hate that Trey and Ari had to lose their dad for the lid to be blown off of what they've been doing. Okay. I hate that they had to lose their father. I think about Duke the Jeweler. Somebody got into my chat and said Duke the Jeweler's son is not doing good. But this represents something. Somebody was telling me, and I didn't even know that they've been taking out black jewelers like 40 going up. These cuckabug head Negroes ain't shit. They sit up and they go to these foreigners and get their jewelry, and you could not pay them to touch a hair on their head. But they want to line up the black jewelers who getting it out of the mud. Okay, you don't even see that many black jewelers. I don't. And they'll line them up. You try to get them to line up one of them foreigners, we can't do that. Acting all like Kunta Kinte or some damn body scared. They'll shoot you. You know better than to ask me to shoot. We Negroes. But somebody that's black, that's getting out the mud out of your own community, Yeah, man, that's a lick. Let's line him up. They're ready to take them out and doing it. So I hate that this happened to Duke the jeweler, but it seemed like the lid is being blown. That's the reason why a lot of them looking like they, as my grandma used to say, death eating on a whole cake. Okay? That's why they look like they walk the walking dead, because their sins are catching up with them. You know what the Bible says? Your sins will find you out. They've done so much dirt. And now, for some reason, that system is staring them down and gonna take them down. Just because a person ain't got caught, don't mean they ain't gonna get caught. As a matter of fact, oftentimes they already been caught. They just being lined up. Don't let these people fool y'all. I done told y'all, don't let these folks fool y'all. Some people have the mindset, I'm just gonna be gangster on to the damn end, nigga. You stupid as they come. If your ass came from nothing and you willing to give all of that up. See, a lot of them probably, some of them probably gonna just go ahead and overdose or blow their brain out when they know them folks coming for good. Okay, when they lawyer tell them you got to turn yourself in, you know when them indictments come down. Okay, I think they don't want them to be so secret about the indictments because they want to know when they coming, because they know they ain't gonna get out of this shit. Okay, so they can go ahead and do, just they say I want to die happy, so they're gonna go, take all the drugs that they can take, because that's what they're doing anyways. Drugs. They crackheads, they drug addicts, they junkies. And so it's a damn shame when you come from nothing, okay, and then you amass a lot of wealth and you feel like now I got all of this power, and because you've been taking out little dudes in the hood that was not as big as Dolph, okay, you tried to take him out several times before it appears somebody did, okay, and then you finally line a young man up and take him out, and it ain't gonna work this time. You went too fucking far. You went too far anyways. When you start trying to take people's lives, if you can't stand for somebody to dish you or whatever, you too damn pitiful to be in a rapper, okay, or whatever, or anything, a man, okay. So they was not happy until they took him out. You amass all this wealth, and you want nothing more than to kill him. He gone. You took him away from his children. You took him out of his life. You interrupted his life, and they feel like the Fed's supposed to let them walk. That's how sick people are. The Feds just don't want to see a black man with no money. Nigga, you pathetic. You destroying your own damn communities, and the Feds can't bring them indictments down fast enough on their asses, if you ask me. Okay? I know people want whoever it was gotten right now, but it takes time. Okay, it takes time. But I think it was something else. Was it another video that I wanted to show you all? What Ari mean when she said Bags have to deal with his own demons? What was she implying? That's what B Dog said. I hate to ask this, but not to be biased, you have to wonder, what did Dolph in those streets to be overkill like that? Let me tell you something. I was reading today, because it ain't nothing, listen, y'all excuse me. Dolph, they tried to, whoever it was that was trying to take Dolph out, tried to take him out 2 times that we know of. I'm hearing that was more times. They try to line him up, whoever it was. I don't know who it was, okay? Because for some reason he did not go and get him got, and then too, because he could have went to court. It seems to me he knew who it was that tried to take him out. That's why I can't understand why people were saying, that how come that they couldn't just mend that. Anytime you try to take somebody's life, and then when he did interviews and these interviewers asking him questions and he expressed his disdain, I wouldn't give a damn about him. Excuse my French, but I wouldn't give a damn about a motherfucker that tried to take me out either. Why would I want to mend fences with somebody that tried to kill me? Okay, twice. Y'all excuse my French on that. Okay? But why would he want to do that? I would feel the same way. I think he handled it mildly. You know? But every time he was still professional. See, people are so emotional. They so emotionally, and a lot of people are mentally sick. They'll say, well, he should not have said nothing about that main woman. Well, what's worse? Somebody dissing somebody on the record, because see, they were dissing everybody be dissing each other. Or somebody trying to actively take somebody's life. Words are just words. When you're trying to take somebody's spirit out of their body, you've gone too damn far. Now I don't give a damn about none of them. Whoever gonna be indicted, I wouldn't give a F about them. Them indictments need to come down faster. As a matter of fact, see, that's the day that the root of the problem is gone. See, folks have their head all into other stuff, and I don't know who is gonna be indicted. Let me make that clear. Whoever was involved, I want them to be indicted. But I definitely want the root of the tree to be got. I'm focused on that root. And when I start to see it slump over and fall, because I understand when you dig up the root of a tree and you dig that tree up and it slumps over, nothing on that tree can survive. It all comes falling down. That's all I've been saying from the very start. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I wanna hear what you all got to say, because I summed up everything in an hour. I think I've talked about everything. I do want to say this. Okay. People go extremely hard on Key Glock. Okay, they go extremely hard on Young Dolph's artists, but especially Key Glock, because Key Glock is what he was up under. He was closest to Dolph, as I've said before. And I've always said that they are afraid. They don't know what Dolph has taught Key Glock. And Dolph was one of those ones that they thought was an underdog. But Dolph was making money. He knew how to get money. So he had amassed enough wealth where he could turn down all these, contracts, okay, and fund his own career. He was not hurting for any money. So Key Glock is still independent. And Key Glock appears to be a multi-millionaire because Dolph made sure of that. I don't think the other little dudes are doing too bad anyway either. Okay? So Key Glock is definitely a threat. So of course, a lot of these people go, we took him out, and then Key Glock is a threat to whatever our agenda is. So they hire people and put them on the internet to try and destroy him. Okay? And I don't tell people what they should think or not think as it relates to Key Glock, but they ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna think. They ain't gonna put no shit in my chat about me, because I'm gonna block their ass. That's all. I mean, we got a clear understanding up in here. You do what you want to do. You think what you want to think. I represent for Pre over here, because I want to see those young men win, because I know they had nothing to do with Dolph's death. And then when they come in here start trying to talk bad about Key Glock, I'm gonna block you. That's it. It ain't no hard feelings. Because see, when I block you, you just can't come into my chat. You can still be in the damn bushes, because it's a lot of them that is. They bees in the bushes. They stalkers, which is fine. I'm glad you tune in, but you just ain't gonna be able to communicate in the chat, because I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna make sure I get you up out of here, because I done told y'all I likes Key Glock. Key Glock ain't had nothing to do with Dolph. I know why they mad at Key Glock, okay? I know why they mad at him. They mad at him because they are afraid that he's going to be another Dolph. Key Glock is a lot younger. In a few years, he probably will, because I'm sure he soaked up a lot of that knowledge. I think the reason that Dolph had Key Glock up under him was because Key Glock was hungry and Key Glock probably a lot of those other dudes was out in the street. I think Key Glock was up under him because his aunt said his aunt asked him to take Key Glock up under his wing, and Key Glock would stay in the studio. I heard him say it when they would leave. He would stay. He was hungry. He wanted it. They all wanted, but I think he wanted it, and he was probably easier to mentor because the rest of them are real hardcore street dudes. They said it. We was in the street. Okay. So I want to see the brother shine, and ain't nobody gonna come in here and try to, you know, um, defame him up in here. Okay, with all those theories, it be make people smoke be coming out of folks' ears. This my damn channel. They be getting mad, like a damn bull or something. How come she won't do what I want her to do? I wanted to, I almost said something, but I ain't gonna say it because my mama might be on here. Okay. Um. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, B Dog, that's not the case because in Memphis, these young dudes will kill you just by you being affiliated with the ops and not funding them. It's 4 or 5 to my knowledge, probably more. Key Glock signed a deal. Yeah, he did. He signed a deal with the football people. What was that? The Madden game? I saw that. He did. He signed a deal with the y'all help me out because I don't play those games. Sometimes I be playing card that auto theft game with my little nephew, and y'all ought to see how I be driving all over the road. That's why he be wanting me to play so he could laugh at me. I be playing that auto theft game with him, with my little 5-year-old nephew. Um, let's see. They see Dolph in Glock and the blueprint Glock, the chosen. Absolutely, he's the chosen one. He is. Snoozy Cake says, did they ever find out who killed the dude that was taking care of the memorial? You know what, Snoozy Cake? I haven't heard anything about that. It's weird. It's definitely weird. You would think with them being quiet that it is something going on with that. Who you never know. That they are being real quiet about it, and his family is being real quiet too, so that kind of lets me know that the police is in communication with them, and yeah. B Dog says Glock has the potential to outdo any of CMG artists, period. My opinion. Moochie slept on. Oh, Moochie Grape is hard. Oh my god. Moochie Grape is, I've always said it, he's like a modern day Notorious B.I.G. I'm telling y'all, Moochie Grape is hard. He got a song that I like out of all it's called it's a it's got a catchy beat. I mean, he riding that beat. Oh Lord, here they come with this shit. Whew, Lord have mercy. They don't want to hear me talking about Dolph. They start trying to, Lord, I forgot to pray before I came in here. I'm just gonna pray over the chat. Lord, we ask that you come into the chat, keep all evil eyes out. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Anything that rises up be condemned. If they refuse to stop, give them a stroke and cramp their fingers up or something. You know, sometimes you have to tell God what you want to stop these evil folks. They got to be evil though. You start trying to come against somebody that ain't did nothing to you and you jealous. They said a word is like a double-edged sword, it'll turn on you. So you better be careful about that. I'm talking about these evil folks. Jackson State. Oh yeah, they was down there at Jackson State. The whole pre was down there. Mia J, Dolph's children. Oh my God, they back again. These folks are sick. Yeah, it's something about when I'm talking about this dog's case. These folks go crazy. Madden, he got a song on there. Okay, so he got a song on Madden. And they, as long as I was talking about the dog's case, they was not mad when I started bigging up his artist and started speaking good about his artist. That's when the spamming started. So I see now what the problem is. Okay, that's when they started with that. Oh, some jealous folks. Lord have mercy. Whew. Lord, do something with them. Susie K says, definitely hope justice is served in that case as well. Absolutely, I do too. Much more like the old Gucci Mane beer belly. Mucha Grape is hard. I'm telling you. My favorite Fizzle song is Sunday. Yeah. Fizzle just had just put an album out and it's hard. Y'all make sure y'all go run Fizzle up. Okay. They said Daddy O was there with at Jackson State. Good to see him out. Yeah. Yep. Daddy O is I think a lot of people kind of sleep on Daddy O. Daddy O, Dolph said like Daddy O helped him with a lot of stuff. Okay. And a lot of people forget that the pre-artists still have Daddy O. I know people say, but what about the businesses? Look, I don't know anything about that. Okay, if Dolph's family it does not have any issues with Daddy-O, then it probably was not any shadiness going on. It's funny how folks think they know more about them folks' business than they do. Okay, Daddy-O was okay. Daddy-O looked like Big Juke. Daddy-O don't look like Big Juke to me. Daddy-O is actually handsome. He don't look like Big Juke to me. And I'm not saying that Big Juke is you know, I'm not saying that, but you know, he don't look like Big Juke to me. Okay, you guys, y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I really want to drop the link to have y'all come up, but I see now they trying to spam. They trying to do some spamming. They probably want me to drop the link so that they can start they could start messing with my chat. What y'all think? Do y'all want me to drop the link so y'all can come up? Okay. Peace and love, Miss T, and everyone. My like is in. Thank you, Common Sense. I appreciate that so much. I hope y'all. How many likes do we have? Let me see how many likes we got. Cause I be having to stay on y'all about those likes. I got to give my mods their ranches back. Cause I don't be paying attention to the chat all the time. Oh my god. Y'all please hit the like button. We hardly got no likes. Y'all, if you haven't hit the like button, y'all please hit the like button. Y'all please hit the like button. Let's take it up. I need y'all to hit the like button. So, hey Street Flames, Crew TV. I need y'all to hit the like button. That makes the video generate. Let's get the likes up all the way up. Run it up, run it up. What y'all say? Run it up till you can't run it up no more. The topic is, did Soulja Boy, Jojo Splatt, and CEO Bobby know that Dolph was being lined up? So I guess I want to know what y'all think about that. You know, in the beginning, y'all remember when everybody was saying that they thought that the person that is alleged Lee Cornelius that was out there. A lot of people thought that was in the very beginning. A lot of people thought that was CEO. I mean, they thought that was Jojo Splatt. A lot of people thought that was Jojo Splatt. Come on, y'all. We hit the like button. I need 30 more likes. I need 30 more. Yeah, I need 30 more likes. Shan said she feels like it was premeditated. But yeah, I looked at Jojo Splatt's height, and I looked at Cornelius's height. It was more than likely Cornelius that was out there. I believe I believe what the DA say, what the police say when they say it's Cornelius. Jojo Splatt is almost 6 feet tall, according to his what you call 'em? They just hired sloppy fools. Oh, absolutely. Bubba what's that? Bubba Yaga says Daddy O was in Dolph's life long before the music. They was close as well. Can't see him hurting Dolph. I don't believe that Daddy O was involved. Somebody gonna have something to say about that. Why she gonna believe Daddy O was involved? She's supposed to believe what I say believe. These folks around here sick. I promise you. I don't believe Daddy O was involved. I don't. I've heard some people say that they do. They have their right to believe that. I just don't believe it. Open Book says they knew everybody at the stepped on video shoot knew. Members of Brett Gang and Chopper Gang knew. Wow. They wrong. They wrong too. Y'all keep hitting the like button. Please hit the like button. We need 25 more likes, you guys. Come on. Please help me out. I'll never be asking y'all for nothing but some likes. I haven't seen OG Elroy in here. That's who it is. OG Elroy. He normally always come in my chat. Um Daddy my had nothing to Daddy O had nothing to do with no more Dolph bought it. Okay. See, I don't know that. I don't know. He had to be a legend for all the hate, even 10 months later. Absolutely. They still mad at him. Come on, y'all. We need 20 more likes. Okay. Let me see. Oh. Cornbread got a cousin in lockup for kidnapping a FedEx driver, and they favor a lot. Whole family cray cray. Lord have mercy. The whole family cray cray. They are lame as F for doing that. Real lame. Absolutely. And some people think they was right. um Drop the link so we can chat. Okay, Street Flame TV, I'm gonna drop the link. Street Flame TV, have you ever been up on the chat? There is no more pre without Dow. Well, yes, it is. He still got artists that's up under pre. You would have made of a hell of a detective. You have a divine insight of common sense. Okay. Well, actually, I am one, but okay. But you talking about with the police department? Yeah, I probably would have, but I think the way that I do, the way that things are done now, I was able to work for the police department so that I could know how to conduct stuff the way that I organize it and do it with my investigative company. Okay, and I'm able to get help with them always, from them always when it comes to that point. Get to that point. And basically help them because they have to. The only thing I could do is get out and get the information, and they have to be the ones to go make the arrest and stuff. James and Irish Strange, are they prospering anymore after Dolph's death? Yeah, they are. They seem to be. You haven't? Okay. So it would make sense for Daddy to step back in and run Pre if he had before. Who else better to run Pre? He's always been in the background, didn't want the fame. Daddy-O loved Dolph. And I believe that he did love Dolph. I do. Black Youngster said his little disrespectful diss, then went back into hiding. Child, I tell you. Anyways, yeah. I, mm, I tell you, you know, you have to wonder why people do the things that they do. And then, you know, I don't know. Hakia in his pocketbook. All of the adults that went to the Jackson State lined off up. Wayne Blair. Okay, cause see, hold on. Wayne Blair. I don't mean no harm, but you might have came in. I put you in timeout. I didn't even block you, okay? Cause I'm really a nice person, okay? You said that the people that went to Jackson State, that was Dolph's family, his artists and stuff, they lined Dolph up. That didn't happen. Now you have a right to your opinion, but you know that's being disrespectful. That man's mother and his parents and stuff was out there. I don't play that. Some people might not care. They don't. Some people don't even give a damn about their own parents. But I have a respect for my parents and for other people's parents. I don't play that. And that boy damn folks ain't had nothing to do with that. I know that they didn't. So I can't let you do that. Okay. When you come out of timeout, you can come back in the chat. Okay. But just don't be disrespectful. Till he turned that 22 down. I say this all the time. They are scared of other races, but quick to harm their own race. Oh, I agree with you, Demetria. I agree. Elbowhead put youngster in timeout. Oh Lord have mercy. Him been doing too much. Youngster not afraid, worried about any of Daddy-O's artists. Now, youngster need to be worried about the FBI. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. That's what he need to be worried about. Okay, so you're right. He shouldn't be worried about Pre. He need to be worried about the FBI. Okay, I'm a new era. You new era don't do it. Okay, now I be seeing you coming in here. Don't make me time you out. Marcus Stanley said, "Dolph fell victim to what a lot of young black men are falling victim to, and that's simply hate and envy." Absolutely. Okay. Because I know people be coming in here. I know folks had their little cruise to come in here. Okay. But don't come in here being disrespectful. All right. Y'all hit the like button. Let me see how many likes we got. So y'all, we need some more likes. Let's see something. Because see, that's one of those other medias that's on here doing that shit. I get sick of this stuff. Let's see. Y'all hold on for 1 second. Let me see something. Oh Lord. Hold on, New Era. Let me see. Let me see if you tell them the truth. Let me see. We're gonna look at it together. We'll be looking at this together. Cause I hate to be so biased. Well, actually I don't. The okay, so he said Glizzock, that's Key. This is Key Glock official Instagram page, right? And the first thing I see is Paper Route Empire, and I see Cutthroat next to it. But the first thing I see is Paper Route Empire. That's what it's saying. I mean, that's what I see. I still see you represent his pre-chains and stuff like that. So I mean, that's the first thing I saw. I saw Paper Route Empire. But see, I don't know what you mean when you say no pre-pics. What you mean? He got himself on his Instagram. He got his label mates. He's promoting his label mate stuff. So I don't really know what you mean, love. I don't. Glock just presented Prime with the pre-ring. What are you talking about there? Glock is pre. Absolutely. I think people they want to find something on the young man so bad. I think they want to find a reason to, talk bad about him. Hey, sis, I'm still here. Hit me up. Okay. Southern boy, northern living. Where you living at up north? Where you live at, Southern boy, northern living? Where you live at? What state? Let's see. Oh Lord. He just paid him. Oh Lord. Glock said it pre for life. That's right, Bubba. His words, you can tell he missed off. Yeah, he always Dolph Glock always referred to Dolph as his other half. He'll say my other half. So to me, he was very close to him. Of course he's hurt. That's the reason why they were so jealous of. They weren't just jealous of Dolph. They was jealous of people like Key Glock and all of them. And then the OG that knew that hit was getting ready to happen, and they didn't stop it because they had hate in their heart. They thought they was benefit from it. If the fans don't get them, God gonna get them. They won't even be around in 5 years. So if the fans don't get them, God gonna handle them because they wrong. You wrong when you know stuff like that gonna go on, and because you gonna benefit from it, you don't stop it. Dirty. Okay. The streets have birthed greatness and killed greatness. These men sitting in prison for Dolph's murder will get their just due, and empire won't be connected in any way. Mm-hmm. Check out Just Say No to Skull Channel. Great live. Oh Lord. Okay. Southern Bay, Northern Living. Why would you? I'm gonna put you in timeout. Cause see, I ain't got no issues with him talking about Just Say No to Skull, but I'm still going. Okay, so why would you come into my chat and tell my people, okay, to go to somebody else live? I had to think about that. I almost was like, okay, that's cool, but I had to think about that. Because, I'm real nonchalant about a lot of stuff, but now when you trying to step on me, I can't let you do that. You trying to piss on me. I'm still on. If I was getting ready to get off and he came in here and said, go over there to Skull Live, I wouldn't have no problem with that. Because I ain't no hater. But you don't come into my chat and tell my people that's in my chat to go to somebody else. Like, that's disrespecting me. It's about respect. Okay? Because I ain't going to go in nobody else live. And I don't want nobody else to do that in nobody else live. Say, hey, y'all, go over there to Tamara live and somebody else live. That's disrespectful. Okay? An issue I have is how a lot of Dolph's artists was conveniently unavailable that morning when he called. Dolph, okay, well, I really wish Dolph would have had proper security around him. Okay, that's what I wish. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says when they new Glocktober drop, when that new Glocktober drop, they not gonna say nothing. Ooh, we Glocktober. I bet it's hard too. You could tell that Glock is still not used to the spotlight. He's still adjusting to being the front runner of Pre and the backbone now, and using everything Flipper taught him. Yeah, it was just kind of put on him because this just happened suddenly. You see what I'm talking about? Okay, this just kind of happened suddenly. So and it was tragic. They still trying to wrap their mind around it. I'm sure now at this point, more and more stuff starting to come out. I believe this is just what I believe. I believe when y'all started seeing Snoop Bands kind of doing his outburst, it's because the authorities have started to share more with Dolph's family, and we know that Jay Fizzle is Dolph's blood relative, and I'm sure with them sharing more because they knew where it came from all the time. But when they probably started to share more, Snoop Bands probably couldn't hold it. His anger. I just kind of think sometimes that's what I be thinking. I'm not saying that's true. That's just kind of what I think. Y'all please hit the like button. Y'all please hit the like button. Y'all please hit the like button. Let's see how many likes we got. Y'all, we only need a few more likes. Okay. I'm not supporting no Memphis rapper till I find out what happened to Dolph. Okay. And you got that right to do that. B Dog says, Tambora, I hate to agree, but if somebody wants you dead, especially a bag involved, they're gonna wait on you, stalk you, do whatever takes to get the job done. And I hate it happened to Dolph. More security. Yeah, I hate it happened to Dolph. And y'all support Snoop Bands also. Snoop, I still be exercising to Snoop Band's song Pop Out. That's one of my favorite songs, y'all. I get on that's one of the songs that's in rotation on my phone when I'm on the treadmill. Pop Out. I wipe my feet coming in the door. Okay. I be wanting to let y'all come up here. I have to be in the mood. I don't never know what I'm gonna get up here. This one of those nights that I'm real laid back. I got to get my moderators their ranches back so that they can watch the chat. It's hard to, because when I have people on the panel, for some reason I be looking directly at, and even though they have their camera off, directly at the panel, I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the chat, and it be all kind of stuff going on. Pop out is my jam. I'm telling you, pop out is the jam. I'm finna pop out. I like that song. It's a good exercise song. I'm telling y'all. I forgot my earphones one day some months back, and I was like, dog, I'll just get on the treadmill and just, I started playing my songs in rotation. I looked around my gym, and the gym I go to is majority, it's a mixture of people. And they was bopping to the song. I'm finna pop out. It was so funny. People ain't got no rhythm trying to dance. Pop out is my jam. Hey Tamara, I just checked in. Just hit the like button. Much love from Moscow, Tennessee. Thank you, Christian. I always say I should have bought me a house in Moscow and moved down to the country. That's what I should have did. I still might do that. Give me some land. Cause I've always wanted a lot of land so that I can um garden. My granddad and my grandmother taught me how to garden, and there is nothing more refreshing and or therapeutic than planting your own greens. It tastes better, your own tomatoes, your own peppers. That's why when I see a lot the tomatoes and stuff in the store now, y'all, the cucumbers and stuff, they look different because the organic cucumbers that we grew, because when my grandmama would cook something and she wanted a real, they grew those real hot peppers. They were not jalapeno peppers. They was those long peppers. They'd be really spicy. And she would say, go on the side of the house and get me a pepper. Or she'll say, go in the backyard and get me a tomato. You know, they had to put something out there to keep the squirrels out, because the squirrels like to eat the tomatoes up. They grew cucumbers. They grew one year my granddad grew some watermelon. He planted some watermelon seeds, and I don't know what he did. I don't know what he put in the soil, but those were the sweetest, the best watermelons that I've ever eaten in my whole life. I'm telling you, that was back there in their garden. They didn't grow real big, but they were so good. I don't know if he put sugar in the soil. They were really sweet. It was really good. I miss my granddaddy. He been gone since 2004. I know I love fishing. They taught me how to fish. We went fishing every summer, every other day. When the new somehow I went way back up. Street Flame said he want to talk about Dolph. You want to talk? Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. Street Flames. I be scared to drop the link because of the hackers. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, well you probably ain't no troll. Thank y'all for getting those likes up. Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop the link. We're gonna be on for a few minutes. If they drop the link, if they try to manipulate that link, they ain't doing them lining their own asses up. I'm just telling y'all now. I pay extremely top the chart like I'm the FBI, CIA, HCL. Okay, y'all. I just dropped the link. Anybody that wants to come up, come up. Y'all, look, if you manipulate that link, you just lining yourself up. I had a conference call today. I'm lining these niggas up that's on here messing with me, that's hacking. And I'm serious. I am not playing. Okay? They ain't playing either. Because I don't have time for that. Make your money and stay out of the federal prison. Okay. At least I'm nice enough to tell you I ain't one of those thirsty, like bloodthirsty people that want to see folks in jail, even though they didn't hack my shit. Okay. And I could easily want to just get my lick back. It look like I'm gonna get it anyways because folks too ignorant to stop. And I done told y'all I'm lining your asses up. At least I'm honest to the hackers. You gotta delete their comments and report them. Are you single? I'm trying to fly out to the A. Oh Lord have mercy. Uh, y'all, I just dropped the link. Street Flames, I thought you said you wanted to come up. Sometimes I be suspicious when people ask me to drop the link and they don't click it. They be hackers. That's what they be. Hey, Miss Jacqueline.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Oh, doing fine. Just laying in the bed. Let me turn
Street
this.
Flames. Hold on, Miss Jacqueline. Street Flames. You in the back studio. Let me see your face on camera.
Let me see.
Okay, good.
I ain't
How
got
y'all
hair.
doing today?
I ain't got a haircut or nothing right now.
That's
So
all right. We chilling tonight.
no, I ain't no troll. I'll be on your page at night. I'll be listening to you and shit at night.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. How you like it?
You be talking your talk.
Okay.
Let me put my
It don't be saying like you far fetched from, what's going on or what we all, assuming and etc.
Okay. So tell me what you think about this Dolph situation.
It's a little tricky. Like the people, they in our face. They in our face. I just believe something really happened in that store.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. Like I ain't so much worried about the outside. Like the outside was just a little. That was just a little throw off. That was orchestrated. They knew what they was doing. Had somebody in the inside. Had people come up from the front to make it seem like it happened from the front, but the whole time it happened from the back. He was
Young Dolph's brother was there. Don't you think he would have told it by now? And
no.
somebody at that shop would have been arrested.
You said you think he'd have
Miss
told?
Miss Miss Jacqueline, what happened? Miss Jacqueline, goddamn. Yeah, don't you think that an arrest would have been made by now? You know that the police are. Young Dolph's brother is a witness and a victim.
Yeah, he a key witness.
Absolutely. So you don't think he would have, you know, told that?
Yeah, they already told. That's why he a key witness. That's why he ain't talking. That's why he ain't
Why
not.
haven't they? Why haven't they went and arrested nobody at the cookie shop?
Um, they probably waiting.
What they gonna wait on?
That's if they are guilty. I don't. I can't say. I can't like they probably not. They probably don't have nothing to do with it. It's just probably things just transpired in there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like they
Mm.
probably don't be guilty, but something transpired in there because I believe that man next door, Mr. Lloyd White, I believe that's Moneybag Yo uncle, grandpop or something.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was a tussle in there before he heard gunshots.
Wow.
If you go back to that interview, he said that. He said, I heard a tussle and then I heard the gunshots. And then that car came out. So he let you know right there from the gun bust. It was
Mm-hmm.
shooting inside and then that outside came.
So, do you think that he's a witness? He's gonna be a key witness then if he heard that.
They already took it. He already said what he said. So even if he come to court or don't come to court, they already got his statement.
He would have to be subpoenaed to court before the jury, though, right?
Yeah, but he really wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That'll just be like, say if they got 30 witnesses, he'd just be one of them that's on there that they will just be reading like, yeah, and I have another witness by such and such. And then if they need him, they might say, yo, bring him in by next court date or bring him in by trial, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna be
Hmm.
it's gonna be interesting. What Miss Jacqueline, what you think?
I think it's just gonna be a wild west
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
because
Like
it's too many people that
800
know
pages.
that knows too much stuff, but a lot of it isn't factual. A lot of it is what well this person told me this or this person told me that, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then some of the ones that they actually saw and talked to them right there and took them down to the station and stuff. I feel that some people have already kind of convinced them.
Gave up some information.
Uh-huh.
Right. And then here's the thing with the way those young men are down there singing, don't you think that they would give up other people? Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to give up your people that you were affiliated with. You start to give names of other people first.
You know why I think they're not giving names?
So you start dragging them down slowly. You don't do it
Right,
fast. You don't do it fast.
right.
You do it slow. You do it real slow. Like he probably really like the federal agents. Like you got to think about it. Go back to like the Alpo thing. Like they wanted what Alpo had. Alpo had what they had as far as in that Wayne Perry murder. He went in there and orchestrated it how he wanted it. So he could tell them, no, don't go after him. Go after him. If you do this gonna happen. He's gonna give you him. You understand what I'm saying? Like he don't want to just go out and say such and such gave us the money, or you understand what I'm saying? If it was that situation, allegedly, we don't want to say they got paid off.
Are
We
you
don't know
from out of
what
New
happened.
York?
Huh?
Are you from out of New York?
No, I'm in PA.
Oh, okay, I was going to say you got a New York accent, but that's close to New York.
But I want. We know the money was passed down.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We know it was passed down. It was too
I
many
think what they're gonna
attempts.
do, I think they're gonna stay as tight mouth as they can.
Who?
All of them until the numbers really start hitting them. Like straight drop, I don't think he's getting ready to talk.
They
Uh,
already. They know what their numbers are already. They know, like
The
when he
judge
when he
Coffee
got this
told him.
lawyer, when
oh,
he got this
did you
lawyer right
tell him?
here, straight drop lawyers. I'm scared. My fault for cutting that. What you was saying?
Yeah, right.
Huh?
No, you okay?
No, when straight drop, when they go back to court, they gonna get the rest of their discovery because he knew what he was doing. He got all the discovery he can get from that first lawyer, then hired a new lawyer. Boom.
Right.
So now the new lawyer can fight it. He know what he going against. That's why he try to get out of that court. That's why he try to get out of that jail. Cause it's Terrion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't about the 20. It wasn't about the 23-1 situation. The whole situation was about it made the news. He thought it was just gonna breeze by. When it made the news, he changed his mind.
Hmm.
That's what I believe. I believe he changed his mind once it made the news.
And that is true, Chocolate City. Now, y'all do know that there is another business that is no longer open, that's boarded up. That is between that laundromat. The laundromat is down on one end, and that cookie shop is down on the other end. There's a business in between it. Because I
That
remember, I believe it used to be a Domino's pizza there. I believe years
what
ago.
happened to the Family Dollar store?
I don't know.
It's boarded up too.
It's
They
boarded
just
up too, but
boarded
you
it
know what?
up.
It ain't hard for me. Y'all know what? It ain't hard for me to believe that Family Dollar store is boarded up because I done told y'all what was working up in there, and stores, like, they was getting robbed and stealing, you
Oh,
know.
But that's normal. That's
in that
expected to
area.
happen in that area.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing right there. Especially the way they was coming through Makitas. They was coming through. I mean, they was coming through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, like they was doing all type of stuff. Like,
But you know what? Have y'all ever thought about maybe all the players didn't know, like in the Tim Norman case, everybody just knew what they needed to know?
they all knew. They all
Every
knew.
step.
Because everybody messed with each other. They go all the way back from Little Migo to Jay Fizzle to Block Boy JB messing with. He agreed. He messed with Block Boy JB he messed with Jay Fizzle. Like, they all friends. They all connected. They all messed with the same girls, I believe. They all like,
Probably from around South Memphis, the same area. So
yeah.
went to it's only one high school. Yeah, because they ended up closing down a lot of high schools. It was only one you could go to. They all went to Hamilton, so they're all around the same age. So of course they all knew each other.
Right.
Like,
They might have all knew each other, but every player, I don't think know every play that was going to be played. Because if not,
no,
it
they
would
ain't
look like
everybody
that.
business. They ain't everybody business.
Right. So you just know what you're supposed to do. You just know that, and you just
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
That one everybody business because
Mm-hmm.
more things probably would have transpired. Probably would have been
Right.
more situations than the ones we hear about.
Exactly. Exactly.
what do y'all think about when I said, that I was told that they was trying to line him up that Monday, and he had too many people around him. So y'all don't think they was already stalking him? They had to. If they
Yeah.
knew he had too many people around him, that means that they was somewhere in the vicinity, right?
You said
Right.
they were trying to line them up that Monday.
Right. When he was at the, I believe he went over there because he was all over the news that Monday. He was at the cancer center.
Mm-hmm.
So before the cancer center, did he ever go to the radio station?
I don't know. I never heard that.
I heard. I don't know if you messed with that other channel, but I ain't gonna say his name. But you know who I'm talking about. But he mentioned that, and I actually try to do my little research on that too, and I'm gonna finish doing that because I wonder if that was the case because they allegedly specifically asked him to bring that camo car out.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Allegedly, that's if that do exist.
Hmm.
Oh, they said the Family Dollar shut down because of the rat infestation at the distribution center in Memphis. That's right, they did.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
was
yeah.
saying that. They was saying that last year around the time Dolph died. They was.
Okay.
I was seeing that on a little news article I used to keep up on them at the little app. Cause
Okay.
they poverty. So like the things I see was going on with them, I just like
Wow.
like they
Rest in
doing.
peace, Young Dolph says Dolph was already trying to be got on November the 5th. They got followed that same day, but they didn't get to do none because Dolph Artist was with him. Okay. So
But
I think I put into the atmosphere, and the person would not have told me that if they didn't believe that it was credible,
Mm-hmm.
that they had their eyes on that young man that
but
Monday.
didn't a week or something before that didn't Black Youngster truck get shot up?
You know what? Somebody said that.
Yes,
I
it
was trying to
did.
Cousin
see if that was
cousin
credible.
cousin cousin Pastor said that,
Yes, it
and
did.
and even if you look it up like on Fox 13, it was like a suburban truck hit up. It
Mm-hmm.
was, but they never said who truck it was.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Is that true? But I've just only been hearing that recently that Black Youngster had a truck or had a vehicle allegedly that was shot up. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember where I heard it from, But somebody said Straight Drop was in the car with him. I don't
He
know.
said it, and he basically said it in the lyrics. And I'm assuming he said they try to clip me off like some head with some dreads. And he and he start talking, more and more of dissing Dolph. But he basically said that they try to clip him off. They said it was bulletproof though. His truck was bulletproof like Dolph, but they tore it up real bad. They tore it up real bad. And he's supposed to have, I don't know if Cousin Pastor was telling truth, but that insurance agent supposed to be on the phone, but Cousin Pastor wasn't lying because Cousin Pastor said before the autopsy came out, he described every angle Dolph got hit, and he said the fatal hit, the fatal shot that killed Dolph was the back of the neck.
Yeah, he used to work at a
Mhm.
funeral home for years.
Yeah, he did.
He
So he
said
was
that back
always
of the
able to
neck.
get those. He got the autopsy before anybody,
Yep.
before
Mhm.
it was even ever released. I don't think the news media had gotten it.
Nope.
He
Nope.
was able to. That insurance agent. The reason that the insurance agent confided in him, I don't have any reason to believe that it was a lie. You know,
You don't think it was a lie?
no, I believe it was
No,
true. I believe, as far as that man, see that insurance agent, from my understanding, and is Thaddeus insurance agent and Black Youngster's insurance agent, but
Oh,
he
because like
kind
you
of hung
said,
out.
that
If
was
you
his.
listen to him, he kind of dealt with Black Youngster them on a personal level too.
right.
Yeah, because he said Black Youngster called him and said he need his truck. He need his truck. He need his truck. Heavy up and get fixed. Heavy up and get fixed. He need it. He need it. And he said, he was like, what's wrong with you, Black Youngster? He was like, did you do that? He was like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
And then he gave him some kind of strange hug.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
told Daddy to stand up. Let me show you how he hugged me. But that insurance agent doesn't live in Memphis anymore.
Oh, he don't. I know
No, they moved
Thaddeus
out.
doesn't speak about the case anymore, but Thaddeus did say
Yeah.
that because his dad was running for office, and I think they
Uh-huh.
was really threatening. His dad got the same name,
Right.
but the last time I heard Thaddeus talk about that, somebody asked him on his show, and this was early part of this year. What have you heard anything about the insurance agent? He said, I don't know nothing about that. I just know that him and his family in hiding.
Moved out of town. They had hide.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. Like, see, I don't listen to a lot of bloggers, but I do put it is like 3-4 y'all, whereas though I put everything in perspective and what I got my own thoughts. Cause sometimes I be listening to y'all, we be thinking the same thing. Like, damn, I was thinking that too, or that can make sense. But a lot of that stuff is in our face, and I don't think it should be nothing really new. I think that other person, if they don't have Shondell Barnett and PC, that's the only person that they looking for.
I honestly believe with all my heart they haven't been PC.
How you doing? What's that? Books dollar. I think you're on mute. Yeah, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Oh, can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, we
We
can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
you. We can't hear you. You
Yeah, we
can't hear
can't
you.
hear you.
His shit froze. Then it looked like his jaw froze. Just take him
Yeah,
off and let him come back.
yeah.
And then
But
I think why that insurance man went and told Thaddeus, because a lot of people listen to Thaddeus. And I think he was trying to take it off himself.
Hmm.
and then the crazy part was when Thaddeus recorded him. When he met up with him and he recorded him. That was the deeper conversation. That was the real one.
Mhm.
I don't know what that is.
Hey,
Plan or not?
got your
That's better.
sound on?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I know he said on the show that the next day he had to go talk to the FBI.
Yeah, he went and talked to the district attorney too. So
Who?
you know, at the time, Thaddeus did. He went and talked to the district attorney. So
He did, because as far as I know, I remember after that he had a motherfucking warrant for aggravated assault.
Oh wow!
That's
how
the
you
only.
doing? Book? What is it? Is it Books Dollar or Bucks? How do I pronounce it? Bucks. Is he frozen again?
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
cricket. It's cricket keep freezing.
Yeah, he's frozen again. I'm gonna remove you and you come back in because you frozen.
But I don't know, like it stops. It stops like when I first heard about Dolph and Gotti signing people in Memphis. I said in my head, why the F is Dolph following behind Gotti signing people in Memphis? That's where he gonna mess up at.
Is it Bucks Dollar? How
Yeah,
do I?
yeah, it's me. I'm
Okay,
sorry. I was trying to get one of my boys in here, but I can't find them, so it's all good.
okay. So is it Books or Bucks?
It's money.
Okay, money.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is my first time seeing you up here. So what you think about this situation?
with Dolph,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm surprised they still even investigating. Honestly, the only reason I
Right.
think they still investigating is because it definitely got to be rappers involved.
They want to finish the touch. They want to finish the touch.
I think if it was street niggas, no name niggas, it would
They
just
just
be an
smoked
unknown
them.
shooting. I think the police know it's some name niggas involved and some big money involved. Something they could get a name off of, some promotions off of, some shit like that.
They just gotta make sure it's them before they waste them FBI's money going to
Right.
go get them and tap into their phones and stuff.
Yeah, and you know they dealing with people with a lot of resources and money to beat cases, so you gotta have your shit together because they get a lawyer and spank that case and you can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You from out of New York?
Yeah,
I can tell by your accent.
that's crazy. You know, New York people are the one, we think everybody else got an accent.
But not too many people. Not too many people beat. Not too many people beat the feds.
Yeah, nah, it's almost impossible.
And the crazy part about it is all it take is one person to cop out. It don't even have to be the main dog. All one
No,
person got to do is cop out, and it mess it
and
up
then
for
they just gotta
everybody.
prove that you knew the nigga
Yep.
and you used to run with the nigga. That's it. He copped out, you used to run with him. Y'all all guilty.
You're
That
all
shit
guilty.
crazy.
Like I seen that happen to AR Ab. AR Ab from Philly. That happened to him. They gave him 45 years basically for nothing.
Right.
They said a 98% conviction rate. Yeah, because see what the feds have is unlimited resources and money. And the good thing about Chief Davis is Chief Davis likes to partner with the feds. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Right.
But I mean, I hear several different federal entities involved.
If anything, it might not be Gotti behind it. It might be Black Youngster. Like even on that picture, it
Yeah,
still looked like
I think it's definitely a rapper behind it because
it
the
looked like
feds is
people
on
were
rappers right now. They don't really care about too much else. Like look what they doing with PNB Rock shit, my nigga. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no back home back shit, but they gonna turn that shit into a Fed case so because they can. Oh, he was in Cali. He got killed because of some Philly beef. That's federal. We got to get the feds involved.
Remember, they said the ties in Atlanta. Now they gonna try to go all the way back to him and the Rod Wave beef. Remember?
They trying to link more rappers, and that's all they doing. They gonna use this one little robbery murder that just random shit that happened, or whether she posted the shit and they popped up there, whatever. But that shit was some Cali shit.
They did PNB dirty, man. They did him dirty.
They did him bad.
So where's Black Youngster been?
He just came out with a video.
He know the feds is everywhere.
He just came out with a video.
Yeah. I mean, because he ain't saying nothing.
Is he still dissing?
Listen, any rapper that's really street, Any rapper that's really street and really dirty should be hiding and scared for their life right now. You looking around, you see what going on, my nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
They said they got Young Thug from 12 years ago. They got Bobby Shmurda and them from fucking 6, 7 years before they ever
See,
started
I don't.
rapping.
The thing about it is, I don't
Wow.
think I don't. I think ever since Black Youngster lost his brothers and stuff, he don't. You know, I don't think he cared.
Mm-mm.
And I think he really feels some type of way about Yo Gotti because on that song, I'm assuming I think he was throwing shots at Yo Gotti and them too when he was saying they gonna pay me everything they got for me.
Well, you got to
I,
look at it like
he
this.
said I
If
did
you,
favors. He said I shot niggas for other niggas because other niggas was scared.
yeah,
Like he sending messages. He sending
if
messages
you,
to Gotti. Give me my money.
if you watch every label that come up, every new label, they always got a nigga that put the label on their back, and then when they get the new big artist, you don't see that nigga no more.
Like the Migos, like
Mm-hmm.
the Migos and they
You know what I'm
push
saying?
BB.
So
B
Black
was felt some
Youngster
type
was
of
the
way.
nigga that really put Yo Gotti on the map, really.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in
So
peace, Young Dolph said he just did a diss song on Dolph.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So he's still really dissing, but he always did,
yeah,
But the
his
thing
beef with
about
Dolph
it
was
is,
real.
Yo Gotti made him do it because Yo Gotti didn't want to beef with him.
I
So
agree.
he's sick. He's
Right,
sick. He's sick. Black Youngster on him. Like he made him do it. He made him do it.
right.
I
Same thing with
agree.
King Von. Same thing with King Von. Lil Durk made King Von keep going at FBG Duck.
Yes, he did.
FBG Duck
Wow.
didn't want to diss no more.
No, he
He just
didn't.
kept
He
Mhm.
didn't
making him
want to
want to
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it. FBG Duck even did a song trying to
celebrating niggas.
support Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they
Chicago
didn't want to do
Legends.
it because they know that Duck was a threat to them. He was very talented. He
Mm-hmm.
was. He
It,
would have.
it wasn't just the talent. The talent
And
was
King
one thing,
Yella.
right? The talent was one thing, but really,
And
they was scared for their life, bro. You got to
yeah,
realize how the
they was
music
scared.
industry is played now. The
They
music
was
industry
scared
is
of him.
played. Look, back in the day when we was coming up, the niggas, the industry niggas used to go to the jails, go to the hoods, and ask who was the realest nigga out here. Whether the nigga could rap or not, they would get a nigga a deal, and the nigga was on, right? Now what they doing is they go in the hoods where niggas got the biggest beef at. Who got two sides? Who got Pepsi and Coke over here? Who got Samsung and Android over here? You know what I'm saying? And whoever's the hottest at the moment, the label give that side the deal. Feel me? Once the label give that side the deal, whoever that rapper is starts buying guns and
Right.
flooding his block with them shits.
Right.
Had
You know
y'all
what I'm
heard
saying?
that Duck was supposed to be signing to Rap a Lot? Did somebody?
Right,
I thought he had
right.
already
So
He
signed.
this is why them
signed. He
Chicago niggas
signed.
is the
He
first ones to
signed them.
start this shit with stopping niggas from getting signed from they other from they ops
He
because
had signed the
them niggas
deal.
was gonna if Duck would have got signed, my nigga, the whole FBG would have been strapped
Now
big
that's the
bodies.
same thing. You know that you said that. That's the same thing that Meek Mill do with a rapper named Quilly. I know you probably
Yeah,
heard of Quilly.
yeah, I
He
heard of
won't
Quilly.
let him get no buzz. He won't let him he won't let people in Philly get no. He won't
Nowhere
let them
near
get
the
no
niggas.
shine.
Cause
He
he
won't
know
let them
that's
no
a
shine
direct threat.
because people better than him lyrically. Lyrically.
Yeah. Everybody know Quilly is dirty though. Everybody know.
Wow.
I was going to ask y'all something about Black Youngster. Let's see. He said ninjas never care into that. If somebody posted something.
F. This is my three picks in that picture. That fat guy, Paper Route Wu. Trey. It could be Trayon or Black Youngster. I believe that's Black Youngster running.
I do too.
I think he did that personal.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think it was Black Youngster.
I
Yes.
think
I
he
See,
did that.
definitely.
I
I
won't put it
think he
past
did
them, bro,
that
because Black
personal.
Youngster be on the scenes of crimes. Black Youngster be the niggas renting vehicle. Like Black Youngster act like he is not a rapper for real. Like
And if I think the cookie shop involved, if they is involved allegedly, I think Black Youngster went
nigga,
in
the
there and
last
told
time
them.
Dolph got shot up, they locked Black Youngster up, my nigga.
I think he went in there and told. I think he went in there and told Raven and this is what's going to happen. This is going down. This y'all going to do this. I think he extorted them.
I think Dolph should have left Memphis, bro. Like
Well, he
he
had,
knew.
but I was not living in Memphis. He was living in Atlanta. He was only back to give out turkeys. I think a major component is they stalked him on they knew he was gonna be in town.
To give out the turkeys, and they just waited
Right.
for him.
You hear a lot of other people say, why was a record label conveniently out of town? Everybody was conveniently out of town,
Right.
when that happened. And if they stalked him on that Monday, that means that they had been watching him since that Monday.
See, Big Moose the Great wasn't out of town. Like his whole
Uh,
story, he lied. He
hundred
basically
percent.
said,
They hundred
yeah,
percent.
you know
They
what?
they sat on that boy because first of all, he went to the cookie shop while he's making his order before he got his order of cookies. We're not talking about like you making me some chicken. We talking about the cookies is already sitting there ready.
I don't think I think he probably ordered the cookies, or he probably did order the cookies. I think them niggas came out that back door and started throwing that shit.
I just know that before he left the cookie shop, my nigga, this is not a lot of time. It's a
I
cookie
think
shop.
I think he was trapped in that door because they gotta buzz you out. I think he was trapped in that door. Them people ran in the back. He ain't had nowhere to run. He tried to run out
I
that
think they
window,
do.
and
I
they
think they
came in
sell
the
other
front.
shit than cookies. Why you got a cookie shop where you got to buzz out and buzz in? Nah, they do other shit other than cookies.
That's a no, that's a
I
high
think
crime. That's a high
No,
crime
because
area.
they was getting robbed too much. Yeah,
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 that's a
but
high crime area.
why is a cookie stop getting robbed? Like we got to really think about this, my nigga. They
A
sell
lot of those
cookies.
I
businesses is
think it was
getting robbed.
edibles. I think it was edibles in there.
They was doing something more than just
I
cookies,
believe.
bro.
I believe it was edibles.
I
You,
think what happened when Dolph got to the gas station, he saw how many it was and how many was stalking him. So he said, "Hey, the closest place is the cookie shop. Let me run in there."
yeah, that.
And once he
But
ran
why
in
would he
there,
do
they were
that
already
if his car
there.
He
bulletproof?
got a
Why
he
would
got
he
a
do
high
that?
power vehicle. Nah,
Why would
you
he
hit
do
the
that if it's
highway in that.
bulletproof?
Hold on, y'all.
And he
Let
in
me
a
read the
Corvette.
comment.
And he in a Corvette.
Why would
Fuck
he do
that.
that if it's bulletproof? He
Hold on,
wouldn't
y'all.
have
Let me
to.
read the comment. Rest in peace, Young Dog says, I don't think that was youngster. He was sent a hit before he just come do it himself.
He tried this shit himself when
He
he let
did
off
it
100
already.
shots.
Yeah, he did it already. We can't put it past him no
What are you
more.
talking about?
Yeah, we can't put it past him.
And then Yo Gotti did it himself in L.A.
Yeah,
What are
these
y'all talking
niggas.
about?
Right,
These
right.
people
When
took
Dolph
chances
actually got
themselves.
hit that time in his chest, yeah.
Yeah,
In
and
LA,
Keon
no,
took the charge.
that was one of it wasn't they say
It
it wasn't
wasn't him
nobody.
himself, but it was one of the niggas that was right next to
Right.
him.
It was one of the
They
ones next
said
to
him and God, man, ain't no
Them
telling
niggas was
who
right
did it.
there though. It's not like the niggas
Ain't,
was like someplace else and sent it. Them niggas was there.
ain't no telling who did it. The man just took the charge for the ball. Ain't no telling who did it.
well, now that's true.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
That's absolutely true because usually the one with the money, for some reason, these men let the man with the money say,
Oh.
I'm not going to. But here's the thing: if that happened, Dolph, we all know Dolph know who shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if he was gracious enough not to file charges on them because he didn't want to deal with the police, why couldn't they leave that boy alone? And here's another thing too. I know people bring up, well, a black youngster act like he don't care since that happened to his brother. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's just say that it is true. We'll say allegedly. If black youngsters send his brother out, who in the hell would send their own flesh and blood out on a dummy mission?
Right.
In a beef
That's what
that
I called it.
in
I
a
called
beef
it a
that
dummy
he
mission.
created in a beef that he created that was secondhand to him from another man. You send your brother out. So
And it wasn't even no real beef over no street shit. It was over why won't you sign to me?
Right.
Like
Like,
that's
why
the
we
shit that
just
I don't
can't
like.
get money? Why you just can't be where you at, and why I just can't be where I'm at? We do features or whatever. Like, why we can't do that?
Nah, he the king of Memphis. Everything in Memphis gotta go through him.
That's what I'm saying. But and then that's why I start. That's why I start questioning Daddy-O at, because they said Daddy-O was a millionaire back in the '70s and shit. So it's like, bro, this shit just happened to your main guy. What's up?
I look
Like,
at it like this.
what's up?
Like, was Dolph out there putting in work in the street? Was they going back and forth? Like, why has the beef lasted so long as it did to the point where they still trying to take lives this
Listen,
long out?
if
You know what
y'all
I'm saying?
do
Like, this
your
ain't
if
no
y'all do
short
your
term beef.
research, if you do your research right, Dolph didn't start getting shot until him and Daddy-O fell out in 2015.
You said what now?
him and Young Dolph ain't start getting shot at until after 2015 when him and Daddy-O split up. Basically, when we was looking at when I say I did my research on who was on the paper route. Around that time, it was only Young Dolph. First it was both of them. Around 2015 to 16, it was only Dolph. Around that time, Young Dolph started getting shot at. Then he did an
Yeah.
interview and said, "Paper route is all mine. I own 100% of it."
Well, he might have owned 100% of it, but just because we don't know if they split amicably. You see what I mean? He could
Right,
have.
right, right.
I think it was a
And you
consistent
got to
pattern
remember when you the
of
rapper,
trying to take him out, and the people that tried to take him out were the ones that the people that took him out stopped were the ones that took him out tried to take him out before. I don't believe it had
But
anything to do
they,
with yeah.
but
you got
I'm
to
pretty
remember when you
sure,
the rapper, you have the ability to power move your business partners out the way, like Jay-Z did to Dame.
right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure that Daddy-O got enough money as Joe got it, probably the same amount. Y'all
Daddy
niggas
O
could
was
have,
the one put Dolph on.
y'all
He
niggas could
had
have
more
sit
money than
down.
Dolph.
Y'all niggas could have sit down and talk.
Yeah, Daddy O was the one that put Dolph on. He funded Dolph,
But
Like,
we
and
dealing with
had
those. We
more
dealing with
money
a
than
world
Dolph.
where niggas don't respect the value of a life. So at the end of the day, if it's a problem, somebody gonna die. Like that's where we at with it. Like
but who was Dolph always talk about when he said, "Yeah, he my dog," and "Yeah, I don't trust him," and all that? Like, who was he always talking about? Was it Key Glock or was it Daddy-O?
it
It could have
wasn't
been
Key Glock.
anybody.
It
I don't
wasn't Key
believe it was
Glock.
Glock or Daddy O. It could
It
have
could
been
be either
anybody.
one. That was only his two friends.
No,
I don't
he
think it
just
was
said
Key Glock.
friend. He said if he said my dog, that's not the same thing as a friend. A lot
And
of
Key
Yes,
people
it
Glock,
say that's
is.
my
Yes,
dog.
it
I
is.
consider him as
On
a
the
friend.
East Coast,
but
on the
Key
East
Glock is
Coast,
not
that's
his
what we
dog. They
call it.
related, my nigga. Key
They
Glock is
not.
like,
They not related. That's me. That's me. That's me
Key
a
Glock
cousin.
didn't have anything to do with Dolph's murder.
that's not
I'm
true
not
though.
gonna
That's
say
not
he.
100% true. That's
I'm
not
not gonna say
100%
he ain't got
true
nothing to do with
because
it, but he
because
know
that's
what's going on.
Key Glock's man's was the suspect in the
Yeah,
killing.
he know what's going on. If he ain't got nothing to do with it, he know
Yeah,
exactly what happened
that's
and
his
why it
man's that
happened.
did that. He
Wait a
introduced
minute.
Dolph to the nigga that killed him. That
Yeah,
they got for the killing.
Okay, well, let me just say this because I just want to make this clear because
But
I
I
know
don't think that
we
got
gotta
nothing to
get
do with it. I
yeah,
don't think that got
y'all
nothing to do
gotta
with
get
that.
caught up. But let me just say this: when people start showing pictures of Key Glock and Straight Drop because they went to school together, they all
Right,
kind of came around the same area. If you look at it, Straight Drop was a part of Trulia Mafia. It's not
right,
like Dolph didn't already know Straight Drop. If you see
right,
Dolph,
right, right.
the two brothers that was taken out, Dolph was already affiliated some kind of way.
but
He
you
knew
didn't.
those young men in Trulia Mafia.
But
So
you didn't
because
start
they all
seeing
hung
state
around the
drop.
same areas,
You
they
ain't
all
start
hung around
seeing.
the same areas. Dolph probably already knew Straight Drop. He just knew
Yeah, I
better.
agree. But you didn't start seeing straight drop in pictures until you start seeing Key Glock.
Well, we haven't seen all of their pictures though.
Yeah,
We saw
but at the same that one.
they fell out a couple years ago. If
Right,
you
he
look at
was always
Straight
with
Drop,
Yes,
Key
right
Glock.
there.
if you look at
Like
Straight Drops, if you look at Straight Drops Instagram, Straight
Okay.
Drop had an issue with Dolph and Key Glock
Right.
about
Look.
2 or 3 years ago.
But Key,
So
but
this
Key
what I'm
Glock, but
saying.
Key
This what I'm
Glock,
saying
but
because
look at
we
hold,
can't blame a nigga for
but
everybody he got around him. You feel
hold
me?
on, bro.
Right.
Hold
Some
on.
people who see you got shit with you and will find their way around you because they want to be there. You know what I'm
They
saying? Like
hating. They
Right.
hating. They was
yeah,
hating.
but they hating from the friendly side.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And you
then,
can't
but
blame
think
Key
about
Glock
it.
if his friend turned snake or somebody he
Another
thought
thing.
was cool.
Another
Or if
thing
the
I'm gonna
nigga
say
was a
is
snake from the beginning and he thought he was a friend.
another thing I'm
Right.
gonna say is the reason why I say Key Glock, that's Key Glock real right hand man, because if you look at Key before Key Glock started messing with Dolph, you look at all his old videos, Key straight drop in them Jones, holding
I
guns and
I don't
I'ma
believe
say
that.
that's
a
his
I don't
name.
believe
man.
that he was his
I'm gonna
real
say
right
a
hand
name
man.
that that
Yeah.
everybody's ignoring. That is the most obvious, right?
Who?
The most obvious name that everybody ignoring.
Jay Fizzle.
Wrong. Glorilla.
What about her?
She the obvious jump sider. She the
She,
obvious went from one side right to the other on
but
some
she
like
ain't really she wasn't really fucking with Dolph like that. She was
she
just
was
trying to
signed.
sign with him. She was trying to
I,
sign with him.
all right, so my question is, if you're not really fucking with the nigga and you on the inside, and now that he gone, you with the opposition.
She need money, bro.
If we say straight drop could have been a snake from the jump. He seen what was going on and was like, yo, them niggas got it. I don't like them niggas, but I'm gonna go weasel their way. If that's possible, then why it's not possible that she wasn't sent there?
That could be a case.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
800. It's 800-page indictment. We don't know what's going
we
on.
don't know everything. We
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
Right?
Because for me,
It's
for
they has
me, that's
right.
crazy. For me, that's
Real rap.
crazy. If I'm fucking with one nigga and the nigga fucking get murdered, and the speculation is that he get murdered by the next nigga, for me to go sign with the next nigga, that's kind of
Just
crazy.
like,
She got the
just
biggest,
like,
hottest shit popping. She didn't really
like
need
one
God.
nigga I do respect out of that whole situation is Big 30. He stand on business. He said he not squashing beef with finesse 2 times, and he the only nigga that said rest in peace Dolph and didn't give a
Yeah,
fuck about nothing.
Yeah.
yeah. Brazy just got stabbed up too.
He did win.
Listen,
And he in
recipes Young
jail.
Dog
He in the
says.
hospital right now, I think.
Oh, finesse sent that hit.
Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, he
Recipes
got
Young
stabbed
Dog
up.
says. But y'all see, Straight Drop had mask on, and everyone didn't want to be seen, and every one of the pictures and didn't want to be seen. And he also says, and Glow was never pre when the 100
Yeah.
shots happened, and Dolph went to the show afterwards. She was there. That's why she was talking highly of Dolph.
I know
Hmm.
Chief Davis was the chief out there in North Carolina. I mean, in Carolina when that shit happened. That's
I
one
Mhm.
thing
just
I
know that
do know.
Memphis shit is messy, son. Them niggas is too
Ain't that
close to be.
crazy though? She was a chief out there when he got shot out there, and then she's a chief when he got killed out here. What the
That's what I'm
fuck?
saying.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, that Memphis shit is like, I don't know. Them niggas is too intertwined with each other. Like
Pop
everybody's
is
everybody friend and
it's
cousin and
whoever
family.
got the most money, like you said. Whoever got the most money.
Word. That shit is cutthroat. Cause
Yep.
if she ain't part of it, then she's a fucking beast, my nigga. Like you heard up, my nigga. Cause to jump sides like that, my nigga, is crazy to me.
They
Like it's
try
one thing
all
for a chick
that.
to fuck with a nigga who's fucking your enemy. You know what I mean? Like some fake
It's a
Tupac
couple
Biggie shit.
channels. It's a
Tell
couple
Florida, they say
channels.
she did. They
It's a
say that
couple
she did recover it.
it's a couple channels that's they blaming it on Bread Gang.
Mm-hmm.
They said Bread Gang. They said it's Bread. They said Moneybag sent that.
It could come from shit could come from anywhere in this rap game. That's the fucking crazy shit. The niggas who you think got beef, it be whole different niggas, no lie.
Yup. They get niggas from out of state. You already know.
Yeah, it be
Okay,
whole.
rest in peace, Young Dolph says, and Trulia Mafia got mad. Dolph wasn't giving them money, and J Money left off the royalty tour, and got killed when
He
Dolph told
wasn't
him not
signed to
to leave. That's
PRA.
when they fell out.
He wasn't signed to PRA.
I think he was, I guess, kind of like the security or something.
Man, that was his friend. Dolph was just trying to get it. Dolph was just trying to put everybody on like he just was trying to do. He was trying to put everybody on, put money in niggas' pockets, flood them with the weed.
And
You know,
honestly, niggas hated him for that.
niggas hated it. He was flooding the hood, making sure you eat. Like Big Mooch was mad. Like Big Mooch was mad around the same time Key Glock was mad when he bust on windows.
Like just the fact that when he died, how many cribs he owned, that just
Oh,
show you where his mind was at.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, let me start. I got some more people in the backstage. Let me start letting them come up.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
And y'all can come back up a little later. Okay. Let me start letting them up.
All right.
Somebody else get a turn. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for the people that was in the backstage. Click the link again. I'll drop it again. I normally like to have like I don't like to have like a whole lot of people up at one time, so I kind of made them stay in the backstage for a minute, for a long time actually. So you could click the link again. But the topic is we're talking about this Soulja Boy, Jojo Splatt, and CEO Bobby know that Dolph was getting ready to be lined up. I think Dolph was tired of running top. Did they know? Did they know? So I just dropped the link again for whoever want to come back up. Those that was in the backstage. I'm sorry I had y'all back there for so long. But I try to, when I have too many people up at one time, like if I have 6, 7 people up, no, somebody is not going to get the opportunity to talk. So I try to have like 3 up at a time. I was trying to put everybody on. Okay. But the young man was saying something about money, bread gang or whatever. I've always said, you know, Street Flames to answer that, Soulja Boy Turkey, he didn't do nothing. Like I said, people always underestimating Soulja Boy, but I always felt like Moneybag goes up under the radar. You know, Moneybag goes up under the radar because he's a little quieter. I kind of believe, you know, there's no way that I don't believe that he was surprised. He was actually out of town. He was in Florida also. You know, it appears that everybody that you've heard that put a bag on his head was all in the same location except for Youngster. You know, I guess he was. I've heard people say, and I'll say allegedly, that he stayed behind to make sure that it happened, while the others were conveniently out of town. That's allegedly, okay? So I don't know. Okay, so how you doing, Miss T? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was supposed to have been. I said I was not gonna be on here. I know that this is a heavy topic. I said that I was not gonna be on here. Um, Street Flame said I believe that. But as far as anybody with pre, I absolutely do not believe that anybody with pre did that. Okay. I keep putting a lot of emphasis on that I was told by a credible source that he was followed that Monday. That's what I was told. And I'm sure the person that told me was told by somebody that they think is credible. Okay. So if they wanted to line him up that Monday, that means that they probably gang stalked him. I've heard a couple different stories about what happened. Okay. This right here is something that I heard early on. Of course, about they, told them to stay in okay, it's been quite a few stories, and the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But the people that should know, okay, and I'm sure that by now, because when I heard whatever I was getting ready to say, I heard it early on. I'm sure they've already sorted that out. Like I said, I don't know everything about the case, so I'm sure they know exactly what happened. That's why I say, when people are talking about the cookie shop, these people are consistently arresting people. How come they haven't arrested anyone at the cookie shop? Okay. That's all I'm saying. They don't have to wait, and they're not going to. If they have sufficient evidence to arrest you, they're not going to wait to arrest you. They're gonna go line you up and get you. Okay. Somebody has been talking since day one. Okay. Somebody has been talking since day one. Hey, I like I said, I just kind of wait for MPD to do their thing on that. But um I just wait for the indictments to come down. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says Dolph didn't fly in. He drove to Memphis. B Dog says a snake pretend. Right. People act like when they start talking about straight drop, they act like, um, they act like straight drop. They've never had somebody that turned snake on them. And if you ask me, straight drop was probably trying to line Dolph up then. That's what I think, because he looked kind of, slick in them pictures. And Dolph might have found out about it and kicked him out, stopped, dealing with him. And he got mad. People get mad when they don't get to snake you like they want to. And you find out about them. And I think that's what happened. That's why he was so mad. Dolph cut him off. I think he was there to try to line him up then. Okay, because when people talk about Straight Drop being Key Glock right hand man, oh hell, Straight Drop put on his Instagram a couple years ago. Straight Drop was real tighter with Teasy, okay? That he expressed some disdain towards Dolph and Key Glock. So, I mean, that's definitely out the window. So, at one time, I believe it had been cool. Dolph figured it out, and I believe once Dolph figured out that straight drop was, a snake, Key Glock stopped fooling with him. Okay, why would he want to fool with him if he felt like you using me to try to, get to the person that's helping me? I know what people gonna say. Well, people get snaked all the time. I know I've been snaked a lot too. But Key Glock, Big Moochie Grape, um, Paper Route Woo is 6'8". Paper Route Woo will stand out. Okay, it wasn't him. Y'all, it's almost 200 of y'all on here, and I am so um tired. Y'all hit the like button. How many likes do we have? Y'all, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button, you guys. I need like 50 more likes. Y'all, please hit the like button. Y'all keep taking them up. Keep taking the likes up, up, up. Oh, I thought, and that was earlier that morning also. Like I keep saying, as far as Young Dolph getting justice, if y'all know, I don't worry about it because I trust the people that are investigating his case. Um, I trust them. I know he's gonna get justice. He can't lose. He can't. I'm just anxious to see if some of these folks are going to sacrifice themselves. And when I say that, it's a damn shame when people will let somebody give them some money. I can't do no time because I'm important. You go do my time for me. Yeah, but I got to do life. Yeah, but I take care of your family. Some of these young men got to be the damnedest fools that ever walked. You go to jail for the rest of your life so I can take care of your family. You pitiful. You let somebody trick you into doing something like that. Um, Rest in peace, Young Dog says CMG trying to wait to through cool down before they go at Glock. They already be having folks to go at them on the internet. I guess they think people don't know. Um, I think he kicked Fabo out for hating too. Street Flame said, let's see, Bubble says they showed the van and all, and the way the man sounded, he won't lying. He said he had even got the van fixed before youngster called and asked him to drop off. Hold on, y'all. Somebody telling me to check my social media. Wi-Fi. Lord have mercy. These folks sick. Whew. If they leave me alone, they probably see I won't even talk about dog. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check something. Mm-mm. Let me take a picture of it. Send. Okay. Oh Lord, I'm so tired. Oh, I thought you was okay. They showed the van and all, and the way that man sounded, he wasn't lying. He said he hadn't even got the van fixed before youngster called and asked him to drop. I don't think the insurance agent had a reason to tell a lie. I honestly don't believe that. I believe that he told because he was in fear of something. He knew. I think he chose Thaddeus because not only was Thaddeus by getting insurance from him, but he also knew that Thaddeus has a lot of contacts with a lot of influential people in Memphis and Shelby County. And I think he wanted for Thaddeus to put that out there. Okay. I just think he didn't want his name to be attached to it. I think he wanted him to put it out there. Okay. I don't know the insurance man from a can of paint, you know, but I don't think he had a reason to lie. I don't, you know. And the mere fact that, I heard on Thaddeus' show that he was in hiding, him and his family, and the young lady just said that they've moved out of Memphis. That man had a business, a successful business here, and he had to shut his business down and pack up and move. So that's critical. Pack his family up and move. That within itself, it makes a statement. Okay. B Dog says CMG strategically put out music around Dolph's demise so they can captivate his death. That's guilt by omission. The Sprinter van plus supposedly Glock and Juke altercation at the airport is what's supposed to be the fake backstory to why Dolph was killed, but nah, they wasn't gonna stop. And I don't think they was gonna stop until they took him out, whoever it was. They it was like they was bloodthirsty hounds, and so it's when you're a bloodthirsty hound, when you have to go away for the rest of your life. You can't. You're animalistic. You can't be amongst decent, law-abiding people. Okay, it's against the law to be taking people's lives. I don't give a damn how much money you got or don't have. It's against the law, especially if the person is not a threat to your person. Doc was not a threat to anybody. Person, all he did was walk into a damn cookie shop, so he was not a threat to them, whoever it was. A lot of people feel like, I've heard people say different things about the two young men that was seen on camera. Some people in their mind they saying that it was staged. I believe they stood outside that cookie shop and shot into that cookie shop. There are witnesses that say that. Okay. I mean, you heard that um on the videos. And that's not something I'm making up. It's on the video. So same way like PNB, yeah. PNB. Yeah. All right, y'all. I tried to stay on here for 3 hours, y'all. I'm so tired. And I got a long day tomorrow. I got an even longer day tomorrow because some things that I was supposed to do tonight, I put it off to tomorrow. That's crazy to make my day longer. I always do that to myself. Um, the insurance man knew telling Thaddeus was insurance in case something happened to him because he knew that it couldn't hold water and was going to run straight to social media and tell everything. I'm a chicken. Okay, I'm glad. Thanks to the people that came up tonight. I be hating to get off when my chat is blazing. I don't know why I'm so sleepy, y'all, but I am so freaking sleepy. Thank you, Hakia. Y'all put those dolphins in the chat. Y'all, I'm tired, and I promise I ain't gonna be able to get on tomorrow. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. If I put anything on here, it'll be a short video, probably early in the morning. But I got to say I'm not gonna be on tomorrow because I have a very, very, very long day tomorrow. I mean all day. I'll be going until uh okay. It says Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Oceania, South Africa, North America. Okay. Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bulls. I don't. Y'all put those dolphins in the chat. I'm gonna just say this, I don't know who's gonna be indicted. I don't know who all was involved in Dolph's murder. I don't know. So everything, all we can do is speculate. We have not accused anyone. That's not for us to do. That's for the Memphis Police Department and the FBI to do. Okay. So I just want to say that um, we're not the ones that's investigating the case. The case is still actively open, and the government agencies are investigating this case. So we have not accused anyone because they have not been charged at this point. But I will say this, I truly want everyone that was involved. I know everybody has his or her own opinion about this situation. Okay. And they have a right to that. I feel that it's weird that they try to get in Monday. I think it's everything surrounding that situation, and I don't know everything on that particular day as it relates to him. When all that stuff start to come out in court, I think it's gonna be jaw dropping, even to myself. So we have to let them completely and finish doing their job, and whoever is gonna be indicted, because I never know who's gonna be indicted. Okay, I just know that they out there spinning. That's all I know. They spinning the blocks. The feds and the DEA out there spinning the damn, and the marshals out there too. Hell, they spinning the damn blocks out there. So them folks doing their job. If these people want to be mad at anybody, they need to be mad at themselves. Whoever was involved, they need to be mad at themselves because they did this. They want us to play God, and they put themselves in a position because they wanted to take a young man that had amassed a lot of wealth, that was just walking into a cookie shop, away from his two children because they was animalistic. And now they mad because they see now that the feds are gonna get them, because whoever it is, they're gonna get got. Y'all remember when I was saying before, when they was talking about Cornelius and Straight Drop was innocent, and I said, I don't know, they have not been convicted, but based on what I was told, I don't know how they're gonna get out of it. And then those 800 pages come out, or came out. I'm tired. I'm using wrong words. And those 800 pages and counting came out. Well, I'm saying, I'm going as far as to say this: the people that was involved in doing this, in the totality of it all, whoever they are, I don't know who they are. I don't know how they're gonna get away with it. I don't know how they're going to be able to escape whatever the feds got in store for them. It just ain't possible. So that's why I always say, wait it out and pray it out, and pray for God to lead the people that's investigating Dolph's case thoroughly. Can't serve two guys. Can't say you hate the police and the FBI, and then and say you want justice for Dolph. These are the people that's got to bring him justice. Okay, these are the people that's got to bring him justice. So the only thing we could do is just pray for these people to get him a speedy justice. Okay, we just got to pray for that. What all they got, I don't know. I wouldn't even want to know everything about Daw's case. I don't even think it would be good to know everything. Some things you don't even need to know. Some things ain't safe to know. It's better for you to know when it all starts to come out in court, because one thing for sure, if they don't plead out, it's gonna come out. And just because they plead out don't mean everybody else gonna plead out. Or if they plead, did I say I'm tired? If they plead out, that's what I meant to say. No, it don't mean that whoever else is indicted is going to. Okay. Some people do wrong and think they can beat the system. They sure try. But like I said, whoever was involved, and we don't know who else was, they made a conscious decision to take young Dolph out, and that was evil on so many levels. Young Dolph was, number one, he was a human being. He was a human being, a flesh and blood human being that was put here by God. And no damn man with a pathetic ass had the right, if it was the bag, whatever bag was put on his head, it was wrong. It was wrong on so many levels. If a nigga know they want to be here with their damn kids, why do they think that young Dolph, who loved his kids, who doted on his kids, who adored his kids, who was growing an empire for himself? Y'all don't get me started, because I was getting ready to start saying some real bad words, because I get mad when I think about them doing that to him. And then they got the damn nerve to be mad because the feds gonna get them. Somebody snitching on me. Ain't no, listen, okay? They snitched on themselves. And then there are still some decent people in this world. It was just too many people out there. Okay? And God has his people everywhere. And that's something that they cannot change. God has his people everywhere. Dolph is going to get justice in in completeness. Okay? So, you know, those people, whoever was involved, and I'm sure they know, whoever was involved know if they was involved or not. If they haven't been picked up, they know that it's gonna be any day. Okay. It ain't cool to just think that you could take out any human beings. And for those who feel like that, if it goes up high, I'm just saying if, okay, those who feel like, well, I could just take destroy the black community and go kill somebody because they feel like that gives them power and get away with it. And if they feel like they in good with somebody that's protecting them, they can't be protected from God. They'll be dead in 5 years because God will give them a damn heart attack and take them out of here. That's something that man can't protect them from. When they start thinking that whether they got money or not, that their money protects them from all, they forget that that evil that they do, it don't protect them from God. Okay? And that's the biggest hitter of them all. So whoever slipped through the cracks, God will get them within 5 years. Y'all won't even see them no more. They'll, even if they ain't dead, they'll wish they was. When people are evil like that and they feel like that they can just take people's lives, they ain't got no place on this side of the earth. Okay? Thank you, B-Dog. They ain't got no place on this side of the earth. So you have to put them in the hands of the Lord. Was your millionaire with Dolph in Charlotte? I don't know. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Was your millionaire with Dolph in Charlotte? I don't know who your millionaire is. I think it was who's sitting in jail, Cornbread, Straight Drop, and Black Shrek. I think they got two of the right ones too that they down there. What about all the other people they took out? They're gonna. I think what the young Dolph's case did was it opened up a door. Okay, and that with them getting life in jail, that'll be justice for whoever else if some more people was taken out, and they got away with that, because you never really get away with anything. You have to pay for it one way or the other, because the laws of the earth, God says you have to reap what you sow. So even if they think they got away with it, they don't really get away with it. You have to pay for it one way or the other. Okay, you definitely reap what you sow. Hold on, let me see something, guys. I sure hate that I'm tired. Um, okay, y'all put those dolphins in the chat. Hey, Natty Rose. Glock and Fizzle them was with him though. They followed him and waited till he relaxed. It happens every day. The evil ones last long. They think and they suffer long too. Um, I think about when Joseph brothers threw him in the pit. They thought that they had won. Okay. And I unfortunately for Dolph, they did the ultimate. And then them so and so's can walk around here like, they ain't did nothing. Like, his life means nothing, you know. Or like they did something. You got a bunch of kids that's sitting on Instagram trolling. Now they starting to see how real it is. They constantly getting arrested. These folks have been stealing cars forever. Okay. But they ain't getting away with it now. That's what's important. Everything comes to an end. But I think about when Joseph's brothers threw him into the pit. And when, Joseph went to jail and all that, and Potiphar's wife lied on him. Look at me talking about the Bible, but this is one of my favorite scriptures. And every time I quote this scripture, I used to always well up because God proves to me that He is always, I'm God. There is nothing higher than me. And when Joseph brothers came because there was a famine, and Potiphar had made, I believe it was Potiphar that made Joseph king. Okay. And when his brothers found out who he was, he told them who he was. He said, "Go back and get my parents." And Joseph had not seen his parents in years. He had gone through hell. He was thrown into the pit because he told his brothers about the dreams that God was giving him about what he was going to do for his life. Because God had shown him he was going to make him ruler over a nation. Okay, over a kingdom. His brothers became jealous because Potiphar was gifted in dreams. Okay, and they threw him into the pit. His own blood brothers became jealous and threw him into the pit and tried to kill him. And so after he went to jail, put in jail for something he didn't do, and then that scripture that says Paul and Silas prayed at midnight and the jailhouse doors came open. And that's why I've always had a habit, especially when I'm really, really going through something, of waiting until midnight to pray. I mean, that just, that just means it's just significant to me. But when he said it had to happen, when his brothers thought that they had left him for dead in the pit because of the dreams, the gifts that God was going to do for him. Dolph was killed because of the gifts that God had on his life. They killed him, but they still can't kill his spirit. And they walking around here sick. They on all kinds of lean and syrup or whatever that they call it, and cocaine and everything. Whatever they smoking and sniffing and shooting up. Because even though they want to make everybody think that, I'm glad that nigga dead or whatever, they know that there's a price to pay for that. They already know that there is a price to pay for that. Okay. And as I think about this situation with Dolph, especially with all the stuff that has been coming out, I think about what Joseph told his brothers when they found out that he wasn't dead and they realized that God had made him king. He said, when his brothers apologized, he said, "No, don't worry about it." He said, "You all meant it for my bad, but God meant it for my good." He said, "It had to happen, but it was good for me." Okay. All of this stuff with Dolph, I hate that Dolph had 2 children. He had a woman that loved him. He had a family that loved him. He had family and friends that loved him. Okay. I hate to say sometimes things have to happen. I hate a life had to be taken for all of the evilness to be ripped off of what has been happening in the industry. Okay. And it's something going on within the government organization. These niggas ain't protected like they once was. When Trump If nothing else, I mean, people might not like Trump, but when he was firing a lot of those FBI people, he started putting people in there that was not necessarily a part of that system. They lining these niggas up. So I don't really give a damn about money. Well, what about a black man that got money? Damn them. They didn't give a damn about their community, the community that helped to help them to get their wealth when they were sending them damn hits back, taking these folks from their children and leaving little children fatherless, because Dolph was one that they left fatherless. I don't give a damn. The FBI can rake them over the coals. Okay? You're not going to get me to feel sorry for him. And who's more pro-black than me? I guess I am. Because I have a passion for the black community, because I am a part of that. But I don't uphold no foolery. These niggas did that. They got to go. Okay? And it ain't got nothing to do with no vlogger. It's got everything to do with the skills of the FBI and the Memphis Police Department and the damn DEA. Now, why in the hell is the DEA out there? They must be selling some heavy stuff anytime they get in the damn DEA involved. Because if not, Vice and Narcotics could handle that. That's a branch of the Memphis Police Department and Sheriff's Office. So they must have, thought that they was getting ready to take over a whole lot of shit. Now they got all the feds on their asses. It goes back to you reap what you sow. And I don't feel bad for them. They get mad at the damn vloggers. Hell, we just vlog about it. The positions that most people see themselves in life are because of damn decisions that they made. They made a damn decision to line their boy up because of their jealousy. Okay? And when they made that decision, they unconsciously made a decision to spend the rest of their lives in jail. That's a tough price to pay. They just wanted to see him out of here. But the ultimate payback, okay, or punishment is life in prison. And I don't think a lot of them Negroes can take that. But that's what's going to happen. But that's what happens when you think that your money make you God. You ain't God. You flesh and blood just like anybody else. You don't have the right to orchestrate a hit on somebody just because you dissatisfied with them. It all starts with jealousy anyways. That's all it was. When it's all said and done, all these women out here, these men that's got all this money, they ain't messed up about no women. Half of them don't even want no damn woman. They don't even like women. They really want a man. A lot of them. I'm just going to take it far as to say that. They ain't messed up about no women, because if they did want a woman, they would treat one right. You can't even get them to treat a woman right. Every damn word in their song is a song disrespecting a woman. So you know damn well that they ain't taking no man out about no woman. It all boils down to jealousy. And there's a price to pay when you can't control your damn jealousy, because God gonna get you back one way or the other. Y'all know what my favorite scripture is. God says, when I get them back for what they did to you, you're going to see me get them back. Okay? So we just going to get to see it. Don't nobody really get by with what they do. Sometimes it take a little longer, but you have to pay for every damn thing that you do. And I ain't talking about no self-righteous niggas talking about, you made me mad and you going to pay. Nigga, you ain't my God. Okay? I don't have to do what you want me to do. That's the problem. People feel like you're supposed to do what I say. If I feel a disdain, I'm going to make you suffer. Now, I'm going to make you suffer, because there are laws against that. You're going to leave me alone. Unfortunately, they wouldn't leave Dolph alone. Some of the same people, I see a lot of these people talk about these people that did this to Dolph. Some of the same people, it's a lot of people on here that's got that same type of mentality. I'm going to kill you if I can't get you to conform. And then talking about justice for Dolph. Don't know how to leave nobody else alone. I'm going to assassinate you one way or the other. If it's character, spiritually, or whatever, I'm going to assassinate you. And if they can't do that, then it will turn into something physical. That's why they start trying to get a lot of little weak links around them so they can send them out to do their dirty work and go get their asses killed. I'm telling you. Okay? Because some people are mentally sick. They don't know how to tell a person, no, I ain't going to do that. Kiss my ass. I need you to go do this. You go show up at their house. You a dead motherfucker because you come to my doorstep, you through. Okay? Because you are an immediate threat to me and my family. But it's a lot of mentally ill people. They'll do it. Okay? So there is a price to pay. Okay? There is a price to pay for a lot of the things. Okay? Y'all, that was my mama calling me. That means I apologize. I'm sorry for the cussing. My mama don't never be up this late. For her to be calling me, she on here. Y'all, please forgive me for the words that I've used that have been cuss words. Okay? I really apologize. I do. That was my mama calling me. She on here. Lord, please forgive me. Y'all, I don't cuss in front of my mom. I don't. I had no idea she would be up this late. I sincerely apologize. And if there's anybody on here that's my mama's age, I apologize. Also, I do. I apologize for getting on here cussing. My mama didn't raise me like that. She didn't. I really apologize. I do. I apologize to my mama too. Because I really don't cuss a lot. It's just sometimes when I get in my feelings or whatever, it'll come out sometimes, but not all the times, just sometimes. So I just really apologize for getting on here cussing. And Lord, forgive me. Lord knows y'all, please. And I want y'all to forgive me too, to my subscribers. And I ask my mama to forgive me too. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here because I think I done said enough. I think I done said enough. I'm going to go and get on off while I'm ahead. Okay. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I do. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to my show. I want y'all to know I really appreciate y'all so much. My subscribers, I feel like, especially the ones that are genuinely here for me, I feel like y'all are a part of me. I appreciate all of my moderators. I'm gonna give my moderators their ranches back because it's about to stress me out trying to watch my chat and trying to engage on my panel. Okay. All right, you guys. I love you guys. I want y'all to pray. As a matter of fact, let me pray. Lord, forgive me for the cussing. So wash me clean, Lord. But I just want to thank y'all for getting on. I ask God to look over you all and your families. Every evil spirit that came in here with a demonic force on them with green eyes, and if they spewed out anything against you, we reverse every curse that has been sent our way that's evil. We know people operate in witchcraft because of jealousy. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us, any tongue that rises up against us in judgment or in evilness will be condemned. Anything that anyone tries to do to us out of jealousy, out of evilness, it shall return to them in less than 30 days. We reverse every curse. May God protect us and our families. I love you guys. I'll be on here. I can't be on here tomorrow night because I got a busy day tomorrow. But I may be on here Sunday. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.